It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, I'm Martin.
And I'm Barton.
And I'm Fargo.
It's a lovely day. What say we hit the links?
Jolly good, I could go for a game of golf. That reminds me, it was just a couple days ago, while golfing at the course, I met a lovely lady who just got a divorce. She was looking for a partner, now that was plain to see. She said, if you've got the balls, you can play around with me. And she rubbed my bag for luck.
It was just a couple days ago, while at the driving range, I saw a gent in an overcoat, acting very strange. Then he dropped his trousers, revealing everything.
Did you grab your clubs and go?
No, I stayed to watch him swing. He was the longest player on the tour.
Talk about your front nine.
And it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Aim it at the pin. Stroke it nice and easy right before you put it in. Golf, golf, golf. It suits me to a T. I always have a ball. It's the golfer's life for me.
I say, Fargo, do you remember your best ball?
Oh, yes. Her name was Daphne. She was a barmaid at the 19th hole at St. Andrews. She told me I reminded her of Arnold.
Palmer?
Repeatedly.
Yes, speaking of young ladies, I was out on the golf course one day with a lovely young lady, and she was stung by a bee.
Oh, dreadful. Where was she stung?
Right between the first and second hole.
My goodness, sounds like her stance was too wide.
Yes. I say, boys, if I am ever out in the course and struck by lightning and killed, I want to be reincarnated as a lesbian.
Why a lesbian?
Well, I still want to make love to women, but I want to hit from the red tees.
Very good.
It was just a couple days ago. I met a lovely lass. We finished 18 holes and we sprawled out on the grass. In the heat of passion, we began to intertwine.
Did you finish over par?
No, we had a 69. My strokes weren't the only things that were shaved that day.
And it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Golfing is our goal. We love to grip the shaft and put it in the hole. Golf, golf, golf. It suits me to a T. I always have a ball. It's the golfing life for me.
Okay. How much bagpipes are too much? I say any.
No.
Any.
No.
No?
Disagree.
A strong disagreement. All right. Hi, welcome to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
Hey, man. Hey, man. Something bang bang. Something, David. Is that David
Yeah, Bowie, yeah.
Hey, man. Hi, Josh.
Oh, she's a real bam blam.
Hey, man. Hey, man. There's Ace Cosby. Hey, I'm Chick McGee.
Oh, she's a total wham blam, isn't
She's
that?
total blam blam.
She's a total wham blam.
Blam.
I thought it was
I'm
Wham
Chick.
Bam.
And here's
It could be.
I'm not sure if it's wham, bam, or thank you, ma'am.
It's fun.
Yes, it certainly is.
And there go all the new listeners.
Hello.
Total wham blam.
Howdy. I hope you had a great weekend. We're going to be reviewing what we
Howdy
learned on
doody.
Friday's show soon
Yes.
with the new format. I'm very excited about that. But there's some sporting news we'll have to get to fairly quickly, I think.
NBA last night. First of all, Tyrese Halliburton had 26 points in the Pacers. One of the most sensational first halves in Game 7 history in the NBA, and set a record for shooting percentage in the NBA playoffs.
And he doesn't need to play basketball. He has all that Department of Defense money.
Halliburton?
Yeah,
of course.
yeah.
Who I forgot about that.
Pacers win 130-109 yesterday over the Knicks at the beautiful Garden. Madison Square Garden. They advanced the Eastern Conference Finals to take on the Celtics starting tomorrow. I've heard some people call the Celtics the Seas.
Really?
Don't care for that at all.
Yeah.
How about the ticks going with the end?
Celtics. It's actually
Celtics.
Yeah.
You're damn right
It is interesting, yeah.
It's very interesting.
How'd they get that
tell
wrong?
a Boston dumbass it's actually Celtic. See what happens.
Did you see the shots of Spike Lee with this ridiculous headgear?
We might have some audio because ABC, as I like to call them, the New York Knicks Broadcasting Network, they had, you know how they have video of the players coming in for the game? They had Halliburton walking in.
Sure.
They had Jalen Brunson walking in. Then they had Stephen A. Smith walking in. I didn't get that, but then he's on the court hugging Spike Lee, giving the Knicks a pep talk on ABC, and it sounded a little something, well done, Huffy, like this.
I don't have to rise New York to the occasion because they all here. Everybody's ready. Ignore Bob Myers, Mr. California. Ignore Will Bard, Mr. Chicago. They ain't here right now. You understand what's at stake. It's been since 2000 that we've been in the conference finals. We've waited 24 years for this moment right here.
And you lost in Game 7 at home.
Is it really appropriate that he's...
That he's what? So New York centric? So Nick, such a Nick fan publicly like that?
I mean, isn't he supposed to be a journalist?
When we grew up, sports broadcasters were supposed to be. That's where Homer was a negative.
I kind of like that.
I like it too. I don't mind that, especially when he's wrong. And he's hugging Spike Lee, and Spike Lee looks like he got dressed at a carnival. I don't know.
He had the crazy hat.
And then
it's like when you see the guy at a game.
The orange glasses.
When you see guys got the face paint, the whole deal, and then they're losing. And how does that guy get back to his car without feeling like a jackass?
Boy, that's always been if I haven't been to, I guess they call it Commander Field now. I don't know. But last time I was at FedEx Field, Washington, I didn't wear any gear because I always think, man, what are you going to do if you lose? I mean, I'll wear a maroon shirt maybe, but that's as far as I'll take it. So I don't know. And in the other Game 7, Anthony Edwards, who played Dr. Ben Casey, just for you, Tom. I'm sorry, that was Vince Edwards. I'm sorry.
But Anthony Edwards was in ER.
He was in ER. He was also a doctor.
Very good, very good.
There you go.
AE.
They call him Ant.
They called him sometimes Y.
Good nickname. Timberwolves roar back from a 20-point second-half deficit to eliminate the reigning NBA champion Denver Nuggets, 98-90 in Game 7 in Denver. The Timberwolves overcame a 15-point halftime deficit, the largest comeback in a Game 7 in NBA playoff history. And here is Nikola Jokic after the game. He's not very happy.
I need to go home.
he just wants to go home. And we had exciting action in golf yesterday. Xander Schauffele won his first major, a thrilling win at the PGA Championships. Schauffele made the 6-foot birdie putt on the last hole of Valhalla for a one-shot victory over Bryson DeChambeau for the PGA Championship. And reports are now that Scotty Scheffler, who was, I think he finished 9th or something, he will probably be exonerated of all charges sometime today.
It was very chaotic.
It was very chaotic and all a gigantic misunderstanding.
Did you hear that when he was in the jail cell, went into his exercise routine to stretch, and actually had a pretty good round on Friday?
Yeah, he didn't play badly. Friday.
Yeah. He said that he did his normal exercise room and did 3 shots of Pruno, which I thought was bold. Early in the morning.
That is.
You ever had the Pruno, Ace? You ever take a...
What's that?
Pruno is prison wine made in a toilet.
Do you think that really exists, or is that what Tom...
I'm thinking you might want to ask me if I've ever had Pruno.
Have you ever had the Pruno Chickster?
I have not. I wouldn't be...
Wait a second. I forgot. Who spent a night in jail? Hey, Pat.
Yes,
you ever had the Pruno?
I did not have the Pruno.
I don't think that actually exists.
No, I don't either. I think you saw it in a movie somewhere.
I think you heard it from somebody.
Yeah.
What's a thing?
Somebody.
It's a thing.
No, you hearing about it is definitely a thing.
Oh, I'm sure someone listening is a little Pruno while in stir.
And the Indianapolis 500 field is set. Scott McLaughlin, fastest pole time ever, 2:34.220. Penske front row. You got Newgarden, and then you got the one I always forget. Will Power. Willpower. There's your front row.
It's that
And NASCAR, we had a fist fight, and
Of course you did.
It
It's
was
NASCAR.
it was crazy. Ricky Stenhouse and Kyle Busch put their dukes up, and we're really fist fighting. I'm not sure
I missed
what happened.
that. I got to look that up.
We'll have more on that later. And Joey Logano, a made guy, he won the All-Star race in North Wilkesboro yesterday at NASCAR. And now you're kind of up to date in your sports. If you're relying on me, you're in a world of hurt.
Thank you very much. So I want to play something real quick here. Nice request, and I'll explain why in just a second. Just give this a listen. It's very short. Here we go.
Comedian Diana Jordan is here with us. Now, can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Since you've been here last, have you had any augmentation of any kind?
No.
Okay. Must be.
I'm wearing the Wonder Bra.
Is that, are you kidding?
No. I just showed it.
Impressive.
Yeah. They call it the Wonder Bra because when you take it off, the guy wonders where in the hell you're.
That's a classic.
There you go. Little early morning treat. You see, when you wonder where.
I see.
What made you think of that?
I don't know.
We had a little request from.
There had to be a story behind
email from Reek.
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 That's all I got.
Wait a minute, is it R-E-E-K?
It's R-E-I-K-I. Reek. I'm not sure. Maybe it's Reeky.
Reeky.
Don't lose that number. Don't lose. Well, yeah. Sorry.
Worst Steely Dan song?
I actually like that song.
I don't care for that.
Oh, you don't like that one?
I don't like that one.
Oh, whoa, no, that's a good one. Ricky,
I don't care. I don't really care for Black Friday. If
I don't like that.
If you forced me.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, we disagree about certain Steely Dan songs. Many of them are very fine.
More Stephen A. and Spike coming up and all kinds of sports, other stuff. So
Okay.
We'll talk about it.
Alrighty. We have a bunch of cool stuff on the way. We're going to come back with things we learned on Friday. And boy, did we learn a lot. It was a big, big day.
And let me tell you about Simply Safe, the do-it-yourself, design-it-yourself home security system that I swear by. And here are the swear words I use to tell you how great it is. I'll tell you later. Don't worry about it. We recommend Simply Safe Home Security. It's award-winning, and peace of mind will be yours wherever your summer vacation plans take you. I see you there on the beach trying to relax. Did I lock the doors? Did I put the garage door down? Are my windows open?
Is there a flood in my basement?
Is there a cat in the toilet? You'll know with Simply Safe. You go right to your Simply Safe app. You got cameras placed. You can check out your compound. Indoor and outdoor high-definition cameras watch over your property day and night. Sensors to detect break-ins, fires, floods, temperatures, and more. And Simply Safe named Best Home Security System of 2024 by U.S. News and World Report. Backed by 24/7 professional monitoring for less than $1 a day. No contract, 60-day money-back guarantee. Simply Safe has given me and many Bob and Tom listeners real peace of mind. And now you can have it too. Get 20% off any new Simply Safe system when you sign up for Fast Protect monitoring. Just visit simplysafetom.com. That's simplysafetom.com. Remember, there's no safe like Simply Safe.
Coming up today, we're going to talk with former Major League pitcher Drew Storen, who is also, I want to say a brewer, but that's not the right word. He's got that new bourbon being released, I think, today.
His second batch, yeah.
We're going to find out about that special, it's not a brew. What is it? Distilled, it's bourbon. Well, I can't think. The Field of Dreams Bourbon coming up. Also, comedian Reno Collier. And British insults that are dying out. We're going to find out a few of those. And then what may be the end of Tom Speak. We've got a classic new one on the way. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom.
Hey guys, Santino Ferrucci here, driving at the number 14 AJ Foyt Racing Homes for Troops Chevrolet. We're here at the Indianapolis 500. We just want to give a shout out to Homes for Troops. They build custom housing for veterans that have fought, that have disabilities, and they pay for the whole house. They pay for all the monthly expenses. They really take care of our troops when they come back from fighting overseas. So it is a fantastic organization, one of the best you can donate to.
Hi, he's Bob. I'm Bob. And he's Tom. And I'm Tom.
To conquer and win, we're gonna be in the Super Bowl game.
Q95 with Luciano Gaspacho in praise of the Indianapolis Colts.
In a great phrase.
Phenomenal.
Here's to a big Super Bowl win this next year.
We hope that you get to sing the national anthem at the Indy 500 next year, Luciano.
Big a star like me, how are they going to refuse?
Bob, a lot of celebrities were in town for the Indianapolis 500, which of course took place yesterday, including a guy from the National Association of Broadcasters who has honored us by stopping by our show this morning. Of course, I'm talking about Mr. Ralph Bonorama.
Hey, guys. I just want to let you know that I really respect what you're doing here. I think it's a shame that more kids can't watch your show. Oh, it's on radio. Well, never mind, man.
You may wonder about the Hoosier Dome, they call it. Now, when the Colts moved here, they were considering changing their names to the Trojans. Then we were going to rename this place the Condome.
This guy walks into a psychiatrist. Yeah. He says, I feel like I'm a dog. Really? Yeah. The psychiatrist says, how long have you felt this way? He says, ever since I was a puppy. Go by. All right, it's a helium Monday, so we should do this properly. Okay. You ready to sing along with it? Mm-hmm. Oh, that feels good. Here we go. Ba-doom, 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 ba-doom. It's helium Monday. That's right. The high point of your week's arrived. Oh, yeah. It's helium Monday with Bob and Tom. That's us, Bob and Tom.
And by golly, is it by God, you can listen to In Minot. You can. To KIZZ-FM.
Kiz.
Lucky that doesn't start with a J.
Stop it!
That'll be one hell of a radio station.
Stop it. We'll be coming right back.
It's new wax off. Remove old wax and give your car a high gloss shine with wax off. Just jerk off the top and spray a smidgen on your vehicle and apply it with vigorous up and down motions.
Dr. Ruth, he kept undressing me with his eyes. Dr. Ruth, can I get pregnant when a man undresses me with his eyes?
Only if he's cockeyed.
Continue.
Yeah.
Put a little extra menthol there on your cigarette.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Haji, put that shaving foam down.
Haji, would you like to give your street address? Maybe that'll help some people contact you after seeing this tape.
Dick.
But the type of people that will be contacting you are medical experimenters, okay?
Dick.
I wonder if they replace his heart with a gallstone, if his body will still work.
This portion of our show is brought to you by Walenda Brothers Coffee. Good to the last drop. New law firm in the news today.
Really?
Yeah, 3 famous attorneys have formed a new law firm.
Oh, really? Who are they?
Gary Hart, Ted Kennedy, and Richard Nixon.
What's it called?
It's called Dickum, Dunkum, and Cheatham.
I wish you wouldn't make fun of Gary Hart anymore.
Why?
The guy, I mean, he was 6 inches away of becoming president. You know what I mean?
Keep it in your pants, Jimmy. Get on your knees and pray. And when you get a Woody, when you get home, tell me
What are we talking about? Woody Hayes. Of course.
So why do they have one of the main thoroughfares for people in that city? Why don't they build
a little
a tunnel or a bridge? Hey, what a great idea! Guy from USAC goes, golly, Earl, that might be a pretty good idea.
Lee stars in The X-Men.
Hey, Christy, it's your favorite drummer. I'm in town playing for a new band called Saber. Call me.
Hey, Christy, it's me, Donnie Baker. Hey, I was cleaning out the boat, and I found a pair of your, anyways, I think they're yours. Can we try it again, man? I got the motor fixed. I swear to God it works better. You ain't gonna have to row or nothing this time. On my pager.
Christy Lee's X-Men, now showing every other weekend and Wednesdays if she's not too busy.
This is Jimmy Pardo. You are listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Bob and Tom.
For your information, these are 2 of the worst kids I have ever encountered in my life, and I worked the state fair.
We were stupid before stupid was cool.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. It's a presentation show. We get together. We kind of sort of plan this.
Dear boys and Christy.
Yeah. Go, Daddy, go.
Prison brew. We call it spud juice. It's a real thing.
Yes, but verifying an opinion that Pruno doesn't exist.
Spud juice.
They call it Pruno, yeah.
I think Pruno is for your long timers, right? Because of the
It's an older word for it.
Pruno is a prison wine made from various ingredients, many of which are circulated through the prison. The taste of Pruno has been described as, quote, bile-flavored wine cooler. So, but yeah, that's a little. Why are we talking about booze in the prison? What?
I don't know how we got on that.
Anybody remember how that we got off that track? So who knows? Now, in the meantime, we do have to review legally what happened on Friday's show.
Time now to what we learned on Friday's show.
Brought to you by Weber Grills. Oh, they got those beautiful new grills, don't they?
Fill the grill, fire up the party with Weber. Smoke, roast, sear on the same grill. On the same grill. Get fired up for the Weber Searwood Pellet Grill. Weber.
All right.
Weber.
We did a great cookout last week with our new Weber grill.
Christy had a nightmare. Her dog Frankie got sent to Denmark without a microchip. I don't remember that.
That's the lead in the list?
Is Denmark, are they like a bad place for dogs?
I don't know. Why would they send him to Denmark?
And Christy, where's your scarf? You said that was your thing last week.
Because it's hot.
My God, it's hot.
It's hot.
Check local listing.
have a scarf. Oh, God.
It's hot this morning.
Tom does not care for, and I've known this a long time off the air, there are several actresses we've talked about in casual conversation, and his big negative about one miss who's delightful, Laura Linney, wonderful actress. Would you care to...
No, she's a great actress.
Yeah, she is.
Go ahead.
I'm not going to... we didn't talk about that on Friday's show.
No, we talked about this. Tom does not care for hideous black moles seen by people while they're wearing tank tops. So Laura Linney had a black mole. I think it's in Love Actually. She's starting to get down.
Really?
You can see a couple of moles. We talked about cosmetic gynecology.
Yeah, we did.
I did not know that was a thing until
I didn't
Friday.
either.
So is this makeup or
no? This is
surgical.
This must have been Josh who said this. I don't know if
it was in a news story. If I remember.
No. Josh said it makes the mommy part so pretty.
That is not. No, that sounds like original Mark to me.
That might be original Mark.
I brought it up because I saw somebody that I know interviewed on a podcast, and this person was a cosmetic gynecologist.
How about that?
That's what he called it.
And what was it? There was an article saying beware
of the rejuvenation process.
Of the so-called vaginal rejuvenation. A lot of these guys are quacks that are doing this. Ladies, you're doing okay. So this isn't makeup. That'd be an interesting...
Makeup down there?
Yeah, that'd be
Come
interesting.
on, I got enough.
You could flavor it. Flavor it. And then you could have two guys arguing. Less filling tastes great. The old
Excuse me,
Miller Lite.
I have to touch up my lipstick.
Lipstick. That might be a good idea.
Right?
This may be this may be an untapped market.
Christy
start making women feel self-conscious about that.
You missed Christy. She asked Pat. Get it, Pat? Lipstick.
Lipstick.
What's wrong with you? Okay, Josh, I'm going to let you. I know you said this.
Okay.
Foreigner thinks they're rocking, but Josh said
they're not.
They're not.
Really?
That's exactly.
God, we spent a lot of time on Foreigner.
I should explain more. Here's why Foreigner's not at the top of my list because I worked at a place and two of their songs were on the Muzak. So I heard them every 40 minutes, and I just cannot take Cold as Ice and Urgent anymore.
My two favorites are Feels Like the First Time. That was their first one, and because it didn't really sound like anything.
Yeah.
else. And urgent.
It's really just those two songs that I can't because they were so played.
What else was on that playlist? You remember?
Yes, another song I just cannot take anymore. Grand Funk Railroad's "Locomotion." Or were they just Grand Funk at the time? Is there?
It's the same band.
Oh, they didn't do a Jefferson Starship thing?
No.
Okay. And
they weren't Grand Funk Bullet Train at any time?
No.
Are you sure?
They're still Grand Funk.
Some also just I can't remember some of the other garbage songs, but things you like at first.
And then you just overplayed. Yeah. I know the feeling.
Christy complimented me that I do a great job around here, and it still, to this day, has me freaked out.
Well,
I don't know if I'm ever going to get over this.
I was just being nice. It was in the hallway.
Oh, this happened. Tom and I really got upset with each other. I said, I have a letter, dickhead.
Oh, yeah.
It was about a cooter preference test. I don't remember that part.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. I remembered taking a test in
the cooter
junior high
test.
school, and what was odd about it was, I don't know why I remember this, they gave you this sort of like needle, like knife thing, and you punched holes in it as you took the test, and it was supposed to help you decide what your career would be. And none of you guys believed it. Then we had several people write it and saying, yes, indeed, they still do it out there. But you don't use the needle anymore.
The needle knife.
Whatever the thing was. I don't remember that much. I just remember it was a little bit odd.
So instead of coloring in a circle, you punched a hole.
Yeah.
Like a Chad, I think.
Like, yes.
Yeah.
Josh said that.
Yeah.
Josh loves weather vanes. That came out of nowhere.
I love them.
On
very
Friday.
much. Very much so.
We had a story about a weather vane that was stolen in Vermont many years ago. I think that's where it came from. And then I know you're going to make fun of me again, but on CBS Sunday Morning, big story on weather vanes.
Oh, I should catch it. I'll have to look it up online.
The Great Northwest. There's a weather vane.
Is this Charles Perrault?
I don't know. It's a typical Sunday morning
does sound like
correspondent.
those guys.
I actually switched over after that. I couldn't take the weather vane.
How was that built and made out of what material? Coming up on Sunday morning. You tell me I couldn't do that.
Exactly. As much as I make fun of that show, it is just a dose of positivity on your Sunday morning.
Isn't it nice?
The best.
Yes.
Yeah, it's all like uplifting,
Yes.
Celebratory.
Let's see. I plan to be the kingpin at the retirement facility. This is a law. This
you're
is
gonna run that place.
an amazing dream of mine.
How has that show not happened yet,
can't
man?
wait.
That's a pretty good show.
Well, they kind of did it on The Sopranos when Uncle Junior went into an assisted facility and he started running a card game. And he was.
But you're thinking more of a sitcom where there's like a young guy and everyone else. That hasn't that been done, guys?
I don't know.
Seems like such an obvious.
It sure does.
I think it's,
Okay. Well, good. It's a good idea.
I'm seeing Mark Lynn Baker.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't think you'd recognize Mark Lynn Baker now.
Oh, yeah.
He's on. He was on Succession for a couple seasons, I think, maybe just one.
Oh, to me, he still looks like him.
Oh, he's in there. Once you know it's him, you
Okay,
can see
yeah.
it's him. Yeah, but yeah,
I love that guy. My
Yeah,
favorite
he's
year.
good.
Pat Godwin enjoys naked gardening,
I do.
even though he lives in an apartment
They're
complex.
not happy with me, but I enjoy it.
And, you have and that brought
Sure,
up the
there are a
fact
few people that kind of enjoy the looks.
that Josh was almost certain he was spotted by his neighbors naked in the window.
Yeah, I
As
don't
they
think
were
so. They've been talking to me, so I don't
walking
think...
their baby past.
And what was the occasion? You.
I was naked and
Afraid.
and very afraid, and I heard a noise outside, and I went, "Oh, what the hell?" And so I just and then I got to daydreaming in front of my window while I was naked, and then they walked by. I went, "Oh, geez, they have to have seen me," and I don't think they did, because I went out and did a test. Could I see into the window?
Now you'd put clothes on prior to the test.
Yes, yeah.
Because that would have been.
Hilarious. That would have been. That's
Hey, did you guys see me naked?
That's an episode of Benny Hill.
Officer, I'm just standing here to see if you can see inside my house in case I were naked, but I'm not in there anymore. Pat, you want to share your nice gardening song with us? I enjoyed that very much.
Sure, let me get it up here.
Okay.
Tom is still much. He's acting very much like a child. In this case, he's can't wait to get his new Weber grill. He's
excited.
beside himself with excitement.
See, it's got the griddle top. So you can make pancakes and breakfast stuff without having it fall through the slots.
Yes.
Right.
It's always been a problem.
Sure.
Making pancakes on the grill. I'm very excited. But Pat, it was officially Naked Gardening Day last weekend.
Yeah, the first Saturday in May, actually, every year.
Okay, which I was not aware of. But you have a little tune about this?
How's everybody doing this morning?
Oh,
hi there. I'm going to favor you with a tune.
Good morning.
I like to work in the garden, buck naked, walking around nude in the yard. Sowing the seed in my birthday suit. I'm sweating and it's getting hard. Trim my peonies. Oh, look how it's growing for all my neighbors to see. I'm into horticulture, into buff, the way that God made me. A little dirt on my knees. I get some sun on my tush. I like to plant my tulips by the bush. I'm gardening naked, out nude in the yard. My plums are ripe. See how they're hanging? Eggplants are ready to sprout. When it comes to wearing clothes outdoors, I'd rather go without. For the pussy willow, keep it moist. Roses, watch out for thorns. They could tear my bulbs up pretty bad. Should I put shorts on? Well, now I'm torn. You gotta watch out for pecking gnats, snakes and ants. When you're working in the garden without no pants, they'll bite your rutabagas or gnaw on your potatoes. When you're garden naked, out nude in the yard, wave to passing cars. What are you looking at? Garden naked, out nude in the yard. Good morning, Miss Johnson. Are you enjoying the view? Don't shake your head at me. I was talking about the begonia.
Oh, thank you very much. Now, what else did we learn on the show?
Jeff Hoskey stopped by with news we failed to mention. Josh had possibly the quote of the year.
I don't know about that.
It could be, I think we need to compile like 5 or 6 if that happens. But Friday's quote was, you never know when you're going to run across a rimmer.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
No, yeah, you got to be prepared.
On maintaining your
that was something.
Your backdoor hairs.
Always be prepared.
Always be prepared.
A rimmer, you say.
A rimmer.
You never know.
Well, we were discussing your technique for body hair reduction.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't even use a mirror. You do.
No, you can just feel back there.
You do it by touch. And there's no kind of guard on the electric device that you use to get.
I don't need the guard for that back there. No. Nope, it's good.
How close do you get? I mean, like
it gets real close.
Crew cut or?
Oh, closer than that. Yeah.
But and you say you do this. You said, I believe, in the fetal position.
Yeah.
Because I'm envisioning you on your back, legs thrust in the air.
No, it's not. You can't. No, that's not as accessible.
Can't gain access that way. Okay, good.
In the words of Tom, let me ask you this: Have you ever considered, instead of using some sort of shaving device, how about a nice wax with a?
Haven't you done that before?
Yeah, I used to get that done a lot.
But an at-home wax is certainly
right.
Is that
that'd
correct?
be hard.
Yeah,
to do
no, it's too. Yeah, I wouldn't trust myself to do it right.
That'd be
no kidding.
tough.
You might miss a couple pieces.
But that's why I lie on my fetal position, because that's how the estheticians have you do it when they wax you. Because they said it's easier access.
How do they get the wax to not drip all over the sheet?
It's not very drippy.
No,
it's pretty
real thick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I think it's thicker than you think.
Do they paint it on with a brush?
Popsicle stick.
Yeah, popsicle.
It looks like a thick. It looks more like a tongue depressor.
Looks like honey.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like honey.
Yeah.
Like a really thick honey.
Never slip with the stick.
Oh, why are we trying to talk?
Well, we got another quote for the quote of the year.
Well,
ever slip with the stick?
They lost another one.
Go get it. Well, I'm not
we actually have coming up in the news, not quite a stick, but a chopstick is in the news in an insertable fashion.
Oh, no.
We'll get to that. But when's the last time you got completely waxed on?
A couple years.
Do guys get lasered back there to get it?
Yeah, one of my roommates. Back in the anal area?
Yeah, can you do that?
I don't know. Maybe. That seems sensitive, though.
God, if they were doing that, they'd have to do the James Bond quote. You got a guy, flashing his the rear spokes to a giant laser. Oh, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die.
Oh, that's where he's all splayed out on.
Yeah, they're going to cut him in half. What
kind of laser was that, Tom?
That was I believe, a ruby chromium laser, I think it was.
That's not the way you say ruby chromium laser.
Well, Mr. Bond.
That's what we learned on Friday, brought to you by Weber. Fill the grill and fire up the party with the Weber's Smoke, Roast, Sear on the same grill. Get fired up for the Weber Sear Wood Pellet Grill. Tom cannot wait to get his.
Now, you missed a couple things.
Okay.
We had the sarcasm detector.
Oh, yeah.
That scientists have allegedly come up with that supposedly it's one of these AI things. It can be, I don't know. I'm sure it'll work.
Mm-hmm.
See, now if it was listening to that, I don't know if they heard that. Also, we learned that this couple, they had their very first date. They met on online, of course, and they had their very first date at a pub called Oscars, and they named their child when they eventually hooked up, and they named their kid Oscar, which is sweet. And someone opined, lucky their first date wasn't at Fuddruckers.
And I said Fuddrucker. There was a Fuddruckers in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and apparently that has closed.
Aww.
But not that long ago.
And there are still quite a few of them.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, I did a little dive into that one.
I miss Lums. We've talked about this before. The beer, the hot dog soaked in beer.
Yum.
And I was convinced when I was a child, if you ate 4 Lums hot dogs, you could get drunk. And
was that the reason you?
I could not wait. I could not wait to be drunk for the very first time because I didn't like the taste of beer. I like the taste of hot dogs.
Sure, yeah.
Get me drunk on hot dogs. I'm in. I'm in AA.
We also learned about the new micro car. It's going to be street legal.
Real stupid.
They only go 25 miles. They're, in effect,
a go-kart with doors.
They're golf carts, basically.
Yeah, that's what I meant, golf cart.
And it seats...
2
comfortably, or 50 clowns. I don't know if I read about that. I don't know if you saw that.
Why am I laughing?
These things are kind of cool.
You know why I'm laughing at that? Because I'm listening to the Bob and Tom Show on my Raycon earbuds. And we all know it's 32% funnier when you listen on your Raycon earbuds. And Raycon has up the ante, increased the technology, just launched their upgraded model, the best-selling everyday earbuds. Raycon's upgraded everyday earbuds. Now also you get active noise cancellation, ergonomic design to fit the widest range of ears, and multi-point connectivity. That lets you pair with 2 devices at once. Two devices at once. Plus, weatherproof and sweat-resistant. And Raycon available in vibrant new colors like blush violet, forest green, and royal blue. Raycon also offers 30-day happiness guarantee. So my question is, what's wrong with you? What are you waiting for? Go to buyraycon.com/Tom today and get 20% off your Raycon order, plus free shipping. 20% off and free shipping at buyraycon.com/Tom. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Hello. There you go. Thank you very much, Chick McKee.
You're welcome.
Coming up in sports. Oh, this just in. We have a Joey Chestnut update.
Oh, really?
And we'll talk about the NBA.
And good luck.
Timberwolves and the Pacers advance to the conference finals.
I'd like to say hello to Joey Chestnut's bowels and wish them good luck. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Catch any part of the show you missed.
Slide guitar. I wrote a song a long time ago called The Lifelong Tiger Fan Blues. I know the Cubs have issues, but the Tigers have had for a long time. And I wrote it when we were like 0 for 19 years. And then we got good in 2006. But then this particular season, 2010 here, we were great. And then we, went off the cliff. So I rewrote it about a week ago. I've been a baseball fan man since I was a little boy. I had a bedroom full of little baseball toys, batting a ball and a Wilson glove. Yeah, me and the national pastime, we was oh so in love. Every opening day, oh, I still get that itch. I can hardly wait for that very first pitch. All my hopes and dreams all in place. I get visions of my Tigers in a pennant race. Win or lose, I got a lifelong Tiger fan blues. 2006, we made it all the way to the fabled Fall Classic, only get a St. Louis whooping and our Detroit ass kicked. 2009, we was tied with the Twins. We had to go to Minnesota to lose it again. In 2010, started off with a bang. We was leading the league in everything. Hang on.
It's for you.
Oh, but come the All-Star break, our season's done. Our goose is cooked, oh, they're setting our sun. Win or lose, I get a lifelong Tiger fan blues. Bring back K-Line, bring back Cash, bring back Greenberg, and all them homers he'd smash. Mickey Cochran, Schoolboy Rowe, Ty Cobb, and Rocky Colavito. Win or lose, got a lifelong Tiger fan blues. And this is the rewrite. First Samaya broke his arm, then Inge broke his hand while Mags was breaking his foot. Gian was pulling his ham. Half of our roster was MIA. Now half of Toledo's been called up to play. I don't believe in fate. I don't believe in signs. And waiting on your destiny's a waste of time. But how the hell else can we possibly explain Armando Galarraga's imperfect game? Win or lose, I got a lifelong Tiger fan blues. Life ain't fair, nice guys finish last. You can't have a future if you don't have a past. Yet still I hope, and still I pray, another World Series gonna come my way. But folks, mark my words and learn this lesson. Cut your losses and count your blessings. Or just like me, you're gonna end up crying while spending Sunday afternoons with the Detroit Lions. I got a lifelong Tiger fan blues.
That's great.
Oh, there's some frustration there.
Jeff Daniels.
The imperfect game.
Yeah, it's Tom from the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks for watching this morning's show. To listen, just go to bobandtom.com. Check out the list for a station near you, or stream the online radio station on our website and the Bob and Tom app. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and
event was pronounced luge and not loogie. The competition continued without any further problems. Ironically, the eventual winner of the luge event was an Austrian named Karl Boogermeister. He took the gold medal by a narrow margin over Norwegian athlete who was disqualified.
This has been another Bob and Tom Olympic moment in history.
Hey, everybody, this is Todd Snyder, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend, it's just a woman on a bus. That's how you know you're too high.
Are the stars out tonight? I don't care if it's cloudy or bright.
Because I'm blind.
Jeez.
We do. The topic today, sort of dovetailing the Super Bowl, it's company slogans.
Okay.
And a bunch of them are beer slogans. They seem to be handy for joke writing, the beer slogans. Sam Adams, their slogan is always a good decision. Really? Beer is always a good decision?
Wait a minute. I can say no.
Yes. Yes, it is. Yes.
This might be my favorite slogan ever. It's such a beer guy slogan. Carlsberg, probably the best lager in the world. Only a beer slogan could start with the word probably. Like, we don't even know. Who cares? It's got to be top 100, right? Have a beer already.
That is a very fine beer, though.
It is a good beer.
Probably the finest.
But think about it. No other company could get away with that. Like, you can't have Delta. We'll probably get you there. Like, you know, we don't know.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. I'm not happy with that hey I just had. Hey! I'm like a Muppet. I feel like a Muppet saying, hey.
You know what? I know exactly what
you know what?
It didn't bother any of us.
It was okay?
It sounded fine.
Right, in my
but
head,
I do that probably 7 times a morning.
You know what I'm thinking right now, Tom? Here's what I'm thinking.
I need to go home.
I need to go home.
And who is that? Is he going home?
Nikola Jokic, he is going home. He can go home now.
What happened?
Go home.
Well, he lost to the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Home team lose?
Home team, both Game 7s yesterday, the Knicks and the Nuggets, the home teams, they both lost to the Timberwolves and the Pacers.
In spite of that great pep talk
How about
the Knicks
that?
got?
Oh, and here's more. With Stephen A. and Spike Lee on ABC was covering the Pacers-Knicks action, or as I like to call that network, the New York Knicks Broadcasting Company. Here they are.
Come up in here, Spike Lee. You come right here, right now. Come right here. It's always the blue skies, baby. This is what it's all about right here. This is what we've been waiting for right here. It's Game 7. This is what it's about. Get that hat. Put it back on. It's about grinding. It's about guts. It's about heart. That's what games are. Read me. This is what it's about.
1970. There they are. That's your picture.
48 minutes on the blue skies, baby.
They look like they were excited.
Not sounding like that today. Is
The way Spike is dressed, he looks like he was a special kid brought.
Oh, God.
Look at him.
That's how I would have expected Spike to look.
Me too. I love those glasses. They're cool.
He's got gigantic orange sunglasses on.
They're not sunglasses. They're regular glasses. They're cool.
Yeah, he looks ready.
Yeah.
As Dick Griffin once said, he's about to say, "Can I meet the team?"
The Pacers win yesterday, 130-109. And they win the series, win Game 7, and they're on to play the.
And it never got
Celtics.
Close after a while. It was.
Yeah, I think it was 8 in the third quarter. I don't think it got less than 8, and then the Pacers just shut them down again.
Thank goodness.
Well, that's because Jalen Brunson and Ginobili, everybody's hurt. We don't have anybody.
Well,
it's a shame for me because I can't play this anymore. That's right. The theme to Then Came Brunson. Classic television.
I don't know what happened, but I hated it to death, and now I just love it.
I was gonna, if they'd gotten to the next
Then
level,
Came Brunson.
I was gonna play Charles Bronson movie themes.
The Pacers made 29 of their 38 shots in the first half. You're saying, Chick, that seems very good. It is. A shooting percentage of 76.3%, the highest in the NBA postseason since 1997. However, Bob Myers, the commentator for ESPN, and the Pacers having a first half like that. Here was his analysis of the first half of the Pacers and the Knicks.
What stood out to you from the Pacers?
Well, a lot. Starting with OG couldn't go. I mean, that happened a long time ago, it feels like, but
this is
I
OG
think a lot of people
Anunoby
expected him to be a difference maker in this game. And so psychologically, you think you're whole, and then 4 minutes into the game, I think we all realize.
You think you're whole, and then he had to go out. He pulled his hamstring again.
Great try by OG. You applaud the effort, but he didn't have it. So now the Knicks have to come back to the huddle and say, okay, he's not going to be here for us this afternoon. So now what are we going to do? So you bring in some of the subs. Burks was great. But here's the thing. You look at the...
No, here's the thing. The Pacers are ahead by what? 20 at halftime?
And he says they're not going to be able to sustain it.
Yeah, they're not going to.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Box score. You mentioned how well Indiana is shooting. But if you're the Knicks coaches, you come back to halftime, you go, well, we shot 47% from the field, 29 from three isn't great. We only had 2 turnovers, 15 assists, 11 of 13 from the line. 55 points. Pretty good half.
They lost.
They lost, and it never got closer than 8.
You think the announcers are a little bit New York centric?
Why does everyone hate the Pacers on TV?
No, they just love it.
Crazy.
It's just all about New York. Listen to ESPN Radio. All they ever talk about are the New York Jets.
Knicks and the Jets.
You listen to Greeny. It's
drives you nuts.
90% Jets. It's the most ridiculous. Him and his bros sitting around with jet fever.
I don't care about that nickname, by the way. Greeny.
I love the guy, but I just they got to shut up about the Jets, for God's sake.
Meanwhile, in Denver last night, Anthony Edwards, who was on ER.
Yeah, he was.
Become quite the NBA phenom. He was Dr. Zorba.
Kildare.
Greek? He's Goose, right?
Call him Greek.
Doolittle. Dr. Doolittle, I'm sorry.
We got a prolapse sphincter. Get me the Greek. Timberwolves roar back from a 20-point second-half deficit to eliminate the reigning NBA champion Denver Nuggets 98-90 in their Game 7, Minnesota at Denver. That home team loses.
Do we have any audio from any players after the game?
Nikola Jokic.
What did he say?
After the game.
What happened?
You're so excited. Will you let it breathe for just a half second?
A lot of dead air.
I need to go home.
There we go.
We barely hear. If you're still talking and you play it, see, you can't hear it. See, and then what did he say afterwards? What did he say? I don't understand. But if you go, and then he said after the game,
I need to go home.
You see the difference. You must hear the difference.
You don't have 5 seconds of silence prior to Nicola coming on.
What time is my flight?
Anthony Edwards was Dr. Mark Green on ER.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was. He was also, who did he play in Revenge of the Nerds?
I forget. He was one of the main nerds.
He was one of the main nerds. Him and that Carradine boy.
Lewis. No, was he Lewis?
Was it
I
Lewis?
forget. Anyway.
Did you ever see Revenge of the Nerds, Tom?
I love that movie.
Was that the one that has the Bush?
Yeah.
Bush.
Got Bush. Yep.
What's that guy's name that says that?
Curtis Armstrong. There he's Dudley Booger Dawson.
And he wrote a pretty good book.
Yeah, it's a great book.
In all truth, a good book about being an actor.
Who helped him?
Pardon me?
Who helped him?
Helped him what?
No, it's all him.
Write his book.
He's a really clever, interesting guy.
We've got Bush. Wow. We've got Bush.
You see how that fit in there? I paused.
I talked, giving you time to find it. You're welcome.
We've got Bush.
You gave him time to find it.
No, the guy at halftime of the game yesterday, just everything he says is wrong. Are they going to re-show that with a big thing going wrong?
There were 16 sportscasters, NBA experts from across the country, and they all picked the Knicks. It was like 16-0.
God.
Picking the Knicks over the.
When they do the next game, they should just show all these guys and show just circle line through it.
For the first time, I think.
Maybe they should have to wear that on their like a Sharpie on their face, a circle and a line across.
I'm paraphrasing, but Drew Storen's dad, Mark Patrick, who's been on our show before, had a great tweet or X yesterday. He said something like, "For the first time in NBA history, there's going to be a Game 8 between the Knicks and the Pacers."
Knicks will get him in the 8, by God. More sports coming up, including we've got a world record involving things you might step on in the dark.
Oh, Legos. How about those?
Dog turds?
That's exactly right.
Dude.
Yes, a world record about
We've got Bush.
dog turds.
We've got Bush.
And a really good new Tom speak.
I need to go home.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Get a look at today's show on our YouTube channel.
Hey, everybody, this is Tom from the Bob and Tom Show to tell you about a great cause to help support our veterans.
The number 14 ABC Supply Team Chevy will be repping homes for our troops in the Indianapolis 500.
During the month of May, ABC Supply will match donations made to homes for our troops up to $1 million to build more specially adapted custom homes nationwide for severely injured post 9/11 veterans.
To learn more and donate, visit bobandtom.com/HFOT by clicking the link below.
Ready and action.
Hey, we should wake up every morning with Bob and Tom.
That sounds good to me.
No problem here. Sorry, that'd be my fault.
The hell was that?
Ready and action.
Hey, we should wake up every morning with Bob and Tom.
Well, that sounds good to me.
No problem here.
How's it going?
Morning.
Hey, hold on there, kid. I'm Bob.
And I'm Tom.
From the Bob and Tom Show.
We thought we'd barge in. God.
There's a new one. Hey, kid, hold on there. I'm Bob.
And I'm Tom.
From the Bob and Tom Show.
We do a morning radio show here in town.
Here's the deal. We thought we'd break into your house.
Consarn it. Shoot. Darn it.
Honey, I'm home.
Oh, great. Fish again.
You know, we can vote you off this commercial.
You know, Chick wanted Richard Hatch.
What if we paid you to say you liked us?
We can vote you off.
Okay.
Come way down.
And now the news. Oh.
You do sports.
And now the sports.
That would be you, Chick.
Sports terms that sound dirty, but they're not.
Oh, really?
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Coming in first place.
Good.
Palming the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Taking it to the hole.
Yeah.
Just don't get your holes mixed up.
Right. Ooh.
Just don't get your holes messed up.
Flip the cord over. Flip the cord over.
I don't want it in my...
I don't know if that's what they're looking for here.
Don't Christ.
How many times have I heard that?
Take two.
A London homeowner who discovered 3 men trying to rob his house had no difficulty in describing one of the suspects. He had no legs.
Ooh, usually in crime, it's the... Usually in crime, it's the police that are stumped, not the criminals.
I know you guys probably aren't interested, but guess what I did this weekend?
I don't know.
I don't know. Did you impeach Bush?
No.
Buzz the honey hole.
No.
Flick the minnow? Did you flick the minnow? Flicking the old minnow?
Flicking the minnow?
Or did you impeach Clinton?
Bailing out the gravy boat? Is that what you were doing?
Finger the fountain?
Sounds like a wonderful time, but no, I didn't do any of those things. Sorry.
What a boring weekend.
Yeah,
Move on.
yes.
Bounce the bearded clam?
Did you attend the clam twiddling jamboree?
That's it?
I was
That's
wondering
what
if
I
you're gonna
did?
get to that or not.
Yeah, I double dribbled.
Mm-hmm. Tom did.
I just took his only line. It's okay. I like to think of Bob as the funny.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Prop, yeah.
It's part of the drinking act. I like to think of Bob as the funny one, and I'm more the philosophical one.
Ah.
Really? By the way, you left your headlights on. Socrates.
What's new?
Rush to the drugstore to get a bottle of Quell shampoo. And on impulse,
purchased what turned out to be $1 million winning lottery ticket. Join host Dick Vermin tonight for Miracle Pests. Miracle Pests, only on Bob and Tom Television.
Hi, this is Carl Lewis, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
We have Doug Moreland on the line. Doug, good morning.
Good morning, guys.
How are you?
Christy.
Doug.
Okay, your dog's name is Holly, I understand.
Holly. Short for jalapeno.
Can we hear her sing? Is that?
Yeah, it's called I Taught My Dog to Say I Love You, and she means it.
Okay. Well, let's hear it.
I taught my dog to say I love you. I love you. I love you.
Is there anything sweeter on the face of the earth?
She means it.
Yes. You're a good girl.
I love you. Come on for the Bob and Tom Show.
Uh-oh.
I taught my dog to say.
Jeez.
Okay.
Are you sure you're not squeezing that dog? Where are you from, by the way?
Patterson, from Patterson, New Jersey.
Oh, sure. That's famous.
Yeah, small.
Sure.
Thugged out town. It's tiny. So small, we used to get robbed by people we knew.
That's small.
People like, stick them up. I'm like, Andre? I'm going to tell your mother, man. By the way, how is Aunt Carol? How's she doing? I'll come over for dinner.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you.
I'm warning you, don't do that.
There's laughter ahead.
I should be having a better time if this is a party.
This is Bob and Tom Radio.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac News Desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
He's over there in the performance room. How's the coffee today, Pat?
Oh, it's a little Irish in there.
There you go. Yeah. Damn right it is. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
I'm Chick McGee. And you know me.
I need to go home.
And here's Tom Chris.
Hey, Pat, I know a guy that would always, Englishman.
Yeah.
And he would, if someone had a bad wig, he'd always go, look at the Irish on that guy. Had you ever heard that?
I never heard that, no.
That was
any kind of bad wig?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Any kind of a bad wig. Yeah, look at the Irish on that guy.
I don't even understand it.
It's a slang term from contemporary England.
Well, English people make jokes with Irish people like we do Polish people. Yeah.
Well,
like
we have a bunch of English slang coming up that's kind of interesting, and how a lot of it's sort of falling away. But we don't have slang here on this program. What we do have is Tom speak, when you can't think of the word, and you just kind of try to fumble through the idea so people know what you're talking about. Here's an interesting one. While excavating a job site in Standish, Michigan, writes Jay, I dug up a septic tank. When my boss called and asked how things were going, I couldn't think of the name of it, and I said, I found a turd coffin.
Wow. Yeah.
Is that a septic tank?
Mm-hmm. Well, a septic tank, are you familiar with how they work?
Well, yeah.
The effluent of humanity runs into this thing, and then the solids, never mind.
Okay.
A very good one. Thank you.
Nicole wrote in and said when they were little, her 4 children would call the exhaust fan in the bathroom. They didn't, of course, a kid doesn't know it's called the exhaust fan.
Right.
They called it the fart sucker. They're all teenagers now, but we all still yell at each other to turn on the fart sucker.
That's my favorite Foreigner song.
Fart sucker! Fart sucker!
Oh, that was Head Knocker, sorry. We return to the sports desk right now.
Hey, yesterday I wanted to tell you this. The Dodgers took the Sunday finale of the 4-game series, sadly against the Reds, with a 3-2 win in 10 innings. But, Hey, Ohtani.
Hey, Ohtani.
Is that how that works now? We never really came down with...
I thought we gave up.
It really sounds like you're all preoccupied. If we would play that back...
We don't know what to do.
It would be the saddest thing.
I thought we were right on it.
I think
you guys did.
I say, hey, Ohtani, it's pretty obvious.
We nailed
You're supposed
it.
to say, hey, Ohtani.
Right.
All right. That's what we want.
Now I'm going to do it again.
I thought we did it.
Shut up. You guys did do it. I didn't. I didn't know what the rules
Oh,
were.
you were not paying attention?
No, I was paying way more attention than even you guys were. I just didn't know what the rules were.
Oh, no. You messed it up. So the Dodgers, Shohei Ohtani.
Hey, Ohtani.
Doesn't really work. Does
Better, but it's really still
like
not.
the Yu Darvish makes sense.
His first walk-off hit since signing a record $700 million free agent contract with L.A. this past season. He came up with runners on first and second, 2 outs against Reds reliever Alexis Diaz. On the 6th pitch of the at-bat, Ohtani turned on a fastball and sent it into right field, 100.3 miles per hour off the bat. You know they can do that now.
It's amazing.
They have a gun on a ball coming off the bat, Tom. It's technology.
I'm well aware of it.
My God. Yeah, you're well aware of it and don't want to talk about it.
Stupid world record.
Message received. A Canadian student has broken the Guinness World Record for the fastest time to build the new Lego Star Wars 75192 Millennium Falcon.
Oh, yeah?
Mr. Ivan Yu achieved the feat by
Joshy
building
me.
the...
How does he spell his last name?
Y-U. Just like
Well, I'm
you,
just
Darvish.
asking.
Me chick.
Okay, why you?
He achieved the feat by building the 7,541-piece set in a time of 7 hours, 36 minutes, 37 seconds. You can't tell it's the Millennium Falcon, but the pieces are together by barrels, is what he said. No, the 20-year-old Star Wars fan obliterated the previous record by nearly 3 hours.
Man.
The Millennium Falcon retails... Anybody want to guess how much the Lego... And I'm going to give you a hint, Josh. The Lego people are proud of their product.
They are. I'm going to say $4.99.
All right. Anybody else?
$2.99.
$2.99?
I'll go with $3.75.
$500. Tom?
I know the answer.
Oh, you know the answer. That's right. $849.99.
Wow. Oh, that's Canadian prices. Here in America, it's like $6.99. Doesn't it work like books?
I don't think that. I think Canadians, the dollar's pretty even, isn't it? I haven't seen the footsie yet, but I like.
Oh, check out the footsie.
I'll have to check. He said this is his first time building the set. Well, I would hope so.
Yeah.
But he practices with some smaller Lego Star Wars sets.
This thing's huge.
Which is yeah.
What is his girlfriend? I can't even get it out.
Yeah.
Girlfriend.
I'm guessing his sex life is Han Solo, if you will.
Although you'd be shocked at how many women are into Star Wars and how hot they are.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
I would be shocked if any women were into Star Wars.
They're out there, man.
Now they are.
I ain't believing you.
Okay.
The Millennium
Oh, look at that.
There you go. That's a good.
The Millennial Falcon.
Oh, the Millennium Falcon is trying to find a mortgage rates low enough to buy a house when you're millennial.
Oh, he's excited, isn't he?
Hang on a second. Yep, that's Ivan Yu, all right. And
I got something.
Oh,
you have a tribute to the
Lego thing.
Lego.
Yeah.
All right.
I bought the Legos for a while.
All right.
I have a son, and when he turned 5, first birthday present, he begged me to buy him some Legos. La 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 Legos. Well, I'm not the world's most successful guy, so when I saw the price, I said to my ex-wife, they're expensive, those Legos. Why don't you buy the Legos with the child support Legos? All around the house, they're everywhere. I stepped on a piece and fell down the stairs, effing Legos. The ER 'cause of Legos. High deductible Legos.
High deductible Legos.
And you remember Friday, my nervous breakdown about the world records, and we're not doing really world records. We're doing records that are being attempted or tried or hoped for.
We were here.
Stupid world record.
We remember.
This is one of those, huh?
The city of Kyle in Texas has once again failed to amass enough Kyles to break the Guinness World Record for the largest gathering of Kyles.
When in Texas, see Kyle.
See Kyle. See Kyle.
I picked up on it.
See Kyle.
But they failed?
It's so close.
Shaking his head. He's ruined the show. Last year, the city fell 835 Kyles short of beating the current record of 2,325 people. There was a group of people named Ivan.
Well, what the hell were they doing there?
Set in 2017 in Bosnia and Herzegovina, the Twin Cities, Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Sure.
Organizers put out the call for Kyles to participate in the Kyle Fair. A Tex
Calling all Kyles. Calling all Kyles. Kyles. Calling all Kyles. Who's that bored that they're going to travel all the way to Kyle, Texas?
The Textravaganza on May 18th, but only 706 Kyles turned up at the park. That's a pretty good number.
That is
though.
very good.
Kyles.
For the most recent attempt.
A lot of those Kyles drove many miles.
Oh, yeah.
Miles of Kyles?
Miles of Kyles, my friend.
Skip Jerry.
Look at all those Kyles. We're seeing a picture of them.
Look at the smile.
Well, let's count them. 1, 2.
All those Kyles are smiling. According to the...
You have to be named Kyle to get... It looks like there's it's fenced off.
They're standing in a file.
See the back?
Yeah, there are some single file Kyles.
Yeah. One looks round.
There were miles and miles of Kyles.
Miles of single file Kyles.
Now, wait a minute. Somebody get a pencil and paper.
Kyles.
Christy, you're... Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, the record's 2,325 people.
Mm-hmm.
This story says they fell 835 Kyles short. But only 706 Kyles turned up.
That's not enough.
That is not enough.
No.
There was something wrong with this, and now I've lost it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the fact that we're talking about it wrong.
We started it in the first place.
That's right.
But you're right, Pat. Those miles of Kyles have to walk single file through the turnstiles.
Some well styled.
Do you think they had hemorrhoids, any of them?
Piles?
He couldn't answer fast enough.
Kyles with piles? No BO, though, because they all bathed using dial.
Oh, well, that's good, yeah.
They were dressed well, though.
Oh, yeah?
A lot of style. Where are you, man?
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay.
This is giving me a lot of bile. Let's move on.
Oh.
All right. Well,
Kyle with bile.
Isn't the most common name in the world Mohammed?
Probably.
Or is it...
I think the numbers are
It's
there.
the research I've done.
Something from China, maybe?
Which entails watching Superbad. I think you're right, Tom. Mohammed is the most famous name in the world.
I think so, really.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure they had fun, the Kyle event. I mean, did the Guinness people have to be there checking IDs? And
boy, they're going to be there a while.
If you're a Kyler, does that count?
Kyler?
Yeah, that's a name.
I think Kyler would count.
Because you can go with Kyle for short?
There you go, Kyle, yeah. If your license says Kyler, they're not going to let you in.
Why wouldn't Kyle Chandler go there? He was in Friday Night Lights. Very Texas-centric show.
Right.
You'd think he'd have a day to go, hey, I'm a Kyle.
Hook me up.
I got a couple nice texts about show this weekend. It says, thanks for recommending Greg Hahn and Willie G at the Caravan in Louisville. Saw him last night. Woke up this morning, my side still hurting from laughter.
Oh, that's
Both are great, nice guys. At one point during Greg Hahn's show, I was spitting out water. The spit take. I got a bunch of really nice letters about that show. We've got a big show coming up in June. We're going to be in, let's just say, Greater Des Moines, Osceola, Iowa. And we'll be at the Lakeside Hotel Casino on the morning of Friday, June 14th. You're welcome to come see us. And then we'll have a special comedy show that evening. Details are at lakesidehotelcasino.com/casino. That's going to be a lot of fun. We'll be there live and in person. And with the usual suspects, we'll go over some of the details coming up. Right now, it's time to play our new game, What Will Chick Pick, starring Chick McGee.
Hi, everybody. I'm ready.
It's sponsored by our good friends at Silac. Chick, the rules are very simple. Of course, two possible scenarios. You pick either A or B. Ready?
Got it.
Scenario A. In retirement, you spend all day worrying about not having enough money on hand. Or, scenario B, you go to your mailbox once a month and get a check.
Ooh, I like B very much.
Correct, Chick McGee, or should I say Mailbox McGee?
That's me. Mailbox McGee. I like the sound of that.
Ooh, and now, because of Silac, you can have the possibility of earning immediate interest. You can maintain control of funds during retirement.
I hear some great cans, but there have to be some cans, Tom.
You can't outlive your money.
I see. Silac, huh?
That's right, Silac, S-I-L-A-C. Get all the info at silacins.com/Bob and Tom. Silac Insurance Company. Silac, S-I-L-A-C, ins.com/Bob and Tom. That's silacins.com/Bob ins.com/Bob and Tom. Pick up your check, Chick McGee, mailbox McGee.
Thank you.
What do you got coming up?
I've got Christy and the newscast.
Okay,
I have a competition you might be interested in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, doing nothing.
I would kill at that. Well, and in the words of Jim Gaffigan, I mean nothing.
And
not to run into the store or doing any of that. Nothing.
Coming up, we have also a reason to play the song Camel Toe, because we have an interesting story about what to do when you want to make a beverage with camel dung.
One of the choices, don't do that?
I don't
know.
No.
We'll find out. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is comedian Tim Cavanaugh, and you're listening to...
Hey guys, Jess Hooker here from the Bob and Tom Show. Looks like the weather's going to hold out, and I am going to do the IndyCar two-seater experience. A little nervous, but I think I'll be okay. I've been coming to the race since I was about 5, so this is a dream come true. I'm ready to get in one of these cars. I just don't know if they're going to let me go ahead and drive one. Do you think if I asked to let me sit in front, maybe? Here we go. The nerves are setting in. I'm just waiting for the excitement to trump the nerves. All right. Down and forward. Got it.
Keep going. All the way down.
Oh, geez.
Yeah,
We're in here.
You don't have to hold on to anything. The car will hold on to you.
Mentally, it feels like maybe there should be a handle somewhere. Maybe like one of those Fisher-Price car wheels. That'd be cool. Steering wheel.
We thought about putting a horn in there so you can honk at the driver and make it faster or whatever.
What's your name?
Jeremy.
Okay, hi, Jeremy. Just like to know who's making me safe. I'm not sure if it's sweat from nerves. I probably should have emptied my bladder. There's a lot of things going through my head right now. I love my family. Holy hell, it's running, guys. This ain't no game. Holy hell. All right. Oh my God. The first lap, I don't know why I'm winded. I didn't do anything. First lap, oh my gosh, we're getting up to speed. This is amazing, it's awesome. Second lap, oh hell, how fast are we going? Third lap, I got a little nauseous, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how those guys do this for hours at a time. This is nuts. But I feel like the luckiest girl in the world. I can't believe that I'm here, that I was on the track, that I got to do this today. This is just like a dream come true for anybody who loves IndyCar, but especially a girl that's been raised here in Indianapolis and comes out here every year, my entire life since I was 4 years old. I'm still in shock. But you cross over those bricks and you see the pagoda coming out of turn 4, and I don't know what I could compare it to. Holy hell, dude. Beautiful.
Hi, this is Chick McGee from the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks for watching this morning's show. To listen, just go to bobandtom.com and check out the list for a station near you, or stream the online radio station on our website and the Bob and Tom app. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
Deaf Gaelic ears, yeah. Yeah.
Bob and Tom.
If you irradiate poop, it will be sterile, but it's still poop.
You can pick your morning radio show, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
Why do you have to get drunk to be an ass? Why do you have to get tight before you get loose? Why do you need a double before you get into trouble? Can't you get into trouble without an excuse? You want to get up and get out and get free and get crazy, but why do you have to start by getting stoned? 'Cause Pat, you don't have to get drunk to be an ass. You can be an ass on your own.
You're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Don't.
Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom Radio. 24/7.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're all here.
Yeah.
Check local listings. I think our humidifier quit here in the building. It's okay in here, but it is damp in the hallway. Have you been out there? It's real moist. I don't know what's going on.
I've heard it. Yeah, you like it moist, do you? No.
Yes, I like it really moist.
Ooh.
Can you see you and me going at it?
No,
How about that?
God, come on.
How about your body slap?
No, thanks.
Pay-per-view.
What's the big pay-per-view coming up? Oh, it's not even pay-per-view, right?
No, it's on Netflix, streaming.
What is it? Who is it again?
Tyson and that kid.
John Paul. What is it?
John Paul?
Logan Paul.
It's the Pope.
You think Mike Tyson could knock out a cow if he punched a cow in the head?
I think if he hit it right, yes, absolutely. Plop. Yep, a larger cow. Absolutely.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the undercard, I guess, is going to be P. Diddy and
his ex-girlfriend.
No.
Is what he wants to do.
I was really hoping you'd say
a
Ricky
rematch?
Stenhouse.
I don't think kicking is allowed in boxing, Tom.
Oh.
And how much are those VIP packages?
Thank you, Ace.
Weren't they $1 million or something?
Something ridiculous.
Yeah.
I thought they were $2 million, weren't they?
Could have been.
Yeah.
It immediately went out of my head.
Good for you. Not worth remembering.
But I know Vince Edwards played Dr. Casey. I know that.
Ben Casey?
Ben Casey.
Yeah, that's right, okay. It's time now to check in with Christy Lee at the Silac News Desk. Christy, what's happening?
More than 100 South Koreans gathered in Seoul over the weekend to do nothing.
Yeah.
According to CNN, the annual Space Out competition seeks to find who is best at zoning out for 90 minutes without falling asleep, checking their phone, or talking.
Okay.
90 minutes. That doesn't sound like it'd be tough. Participants' heart rates are monitored while onlookers vote for their 10 favorite contestants.
Oh, that's funny.
Whoever has the most stable heart rate among the 10 takes home the trophy.
But you can't sleep.
No. It's only an hour and a half. You can't stay awake for an hour and a half doing nothing?
No.
Yeah, the key is to keep your heart rate down so you can't think about,
you just have
some
to-
of the stresses you may be having.
Right. You want to melt.
Yeah,
That's
you just
the
got
whole
to really
point.
chill.
Just chill out.
Interesting.
This year marks the competition's 10th anniversary with a freelance announcer named Mr. Kwon So-ah taking home the trophy.
All
I
right.
would have thought an American congressman would have wanted doing nothing for.
More than 4,000 people applied to participate in the competition, with just 117 selected. Among those taking part, speed skater Kwak Hyung-gi, a double Olympic silver medalist.
And the horse you rode in on.
What did you say?
You heard me.
What's his name?
Kwak Hyung-gi,
Kwak Yoon-gi.
Yeah, the 34-year-old who took third place said, I tried out for the Olympics 5 times and have never taken a proper rest while training for 30 years. So he finally got some peace and quiet.
All right.
The competition was founded by a visual artist who goes by the pseudonym Whoop Sang after she suffered severe burnout. And the trophy is shaped like the Rodin sculpture, The Thinker.
Oh, okay. Kind of a silly thing.
Yeah.
Zoned out.
But hey, everybody should do that. You really should take some time to not have anything going.
Watch a soccer game.
Oh.
That'll do it. For some. Apparently none of you.
I'm the wrong audience for that. I like soccer.
Don't you zone out with golf? Isn't that your zone out?
I don't zone out. No, my zone out is literally sitting on my porch with nothing. Yeah, that's what I do.
You just sit there.
Yes. Listen to birds. Yeah.
Front or back porch?
You sound
front porch.
You sound like you're insane. I sat on my porch and listened to birds.
Some of them.
I watch the leaves and I see clouds.
I may see a raccoon.
It's very good for your
Oftentimes a chipmunk will.
I hear the worms. The worms.
Well, that's really good for you.
No, it is. I was told that, and I tried it, and I went, this is different.
Yeah.
So I was like, no, I read. And
you make yourself sit?
It's a form of meditation. Sure, it's great, man. It's great. Yeah.
You have to go to the bathroom. You say, I can't. I got 10 more minutes before I can get up.
No, I'm not. I don't do that. I don't deny myself.
So you never go out on your back porch. I assume it's very nice and just sit in like a lounge chair and just.
No, if I'm back there, I'm weeding or something.
Sometimes that's fine. That's fine. Sometimes when you think you're relaxing, you're not.
Wrangling a hose.
I used to think that reading was. It's really not. Your brain is completely active.
Yep.
You're
trying to get some floaty in the pool to come back my way without falling in.
Have
that
you
sort
gotten
of thing.
in the pool yet?
Not yet. I'm too busy maintaining it.
Attaboy.
You'll enjoy it. You'll love that.
No, he won't.
Well, I think that to a certain extent, Tom loves maintaining it.
Yeah.
Don't you find it semi-cathartic?
I certainly do.
Yeah.
It's got that long stick with the net on the end of
The
it.
skimmer, yeah. You like the skimmer?
There's always that one leaf. That one leaf that won't cooperate.
Where's my skimmer?
What else you got?
According to a new.
What else you got?
This is too boring. What else you got?
We're relaxing. According to a new survey, several British insults are in danger of going extinct.
Oh, no.
In the next generation.
I bet British insults are awesome.
Yeah.
Over 60% of people under the age of 28 did not know the meaning of lummox.
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 Oh,
That's
you
a
big
good one.
lummox,
Yeah.
Lummox.
I should give this to Chick because I don't know
Is
anything about
Bell End? You're a real Bell End.
I don't
I hear
see
that a lot
one.
in my shows.
Blighter
Blighter?
was unfamiliar with 55% of young people. It's a disliked or contemptible person. Ninny, we've heard that.
Sure.
Lighthearted term for a silly person. Unknown to half of respondents.
Okay.
You old Nilly?
Ninny.
Oh, Ninny, that's what I meant. Cad.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
That's pretty.
We use that here, don't we?
Well, sure.
Cad?
Yeah.
He's a cad.
A man who behaves dishonestly, especially towards women. Mystified half of those polled. Once again, this is in Britain. People under the age of 28. A third of the young folk did not know what a pillock is.
I've never heard that one.
A pillock? I
Pillock?
don't know.
Is it a
I don't know.
pillock or pillock?
Pillock? How many pillocks does it take?
Screw in a light bulb?
Well, it's a stupid or silly person.
Oh, okay.
Terms such as plonker.
See, a plonker sounds like something you'd find in the lavatory.
Boy, somebody left a plonker in there for us.
What does it mean?
Plonker means a foolish, inept, or contemptible person.
Okay.
Prat, an incompetent person. Scallywag.
Oh, that's a great one.
That's a pirate thing.
I
Isn't it?
was just going to say it's a pirate thing.
That's a person who behaves badly, but in an amusingly mischievous way. And Git, G-I-T,
Yep.
an unpleasant or contemptible person.
What
Drew a
Beatles
blank.
song is that in?
Stupid
Get Back.
Get back.
From I'm So
Funny,
Tired.
but no.
It's pretty basic, Tom. Get
I'm
back.
So Tired. It's in there.
I was such a stupid git.
Stupid git.
Yeah.
Monty Python had they had the Git Olympics or something. It was I'm
did
getting
they?
the name wrong, but yes. What a wonderful Git. He's run himself over with his car.
Oh, yeah, the twat competition. Was that it?
Oh, were they twits?
Twits. I'm sorry.
Oh, they were twits.
See the other.
What a magnificent twit.
Twits.
the other
They try to
competition
jump over
was-
matchboxes.
Yeah, and they had to get get the bras off the mannequins.
they run up, they pull cars up in front of houses and slam the doors on the cars.
Here's another one here. A numpty.
Numpty?
What's a numpty?
Numpty. It sounds like...
All right, stop what you're doing.
It sounds like one of the positions in the Harry Potter, what's that game called? Quidditch?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's the numpty. Yeah, he used to be the plonker, but he switched. So a numpty is, again, a stupid or foolish person. A lot of them have kind of a Harry Potter feel. Sound like the spell.
Oh, you're numpty.
Yeah, the spells in Harry Potter.
One of my favorite impressions that Josh does is Humpty Dance.
The Humpty Dance?
You know, that's a whole song.
Yeah. Over and over and over.
5
It might
minutes
be
long.
5 something. Yeah.
Which one is that?
Josh.
The Humpty. He says that at one point.
Samoans. Let's recognize Samoans.
That's interesting.
I love these old British words.
Do you
You've
see
never
a
heard
lot
bell end? You're a real bell end?
But I'm looking at this a longer list. Most of them are essentially a stupid person or a foolish person or a contemptible person. Almost every one of them.
A bell end is a Richard Head, if you will.
Oh, really?
Oh, okay, that makes perfect sense.
You're a real bell end.
Yeah.
You know that?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Looks like a bell.
Those are fun.
Speaking of that, doctors in Vietnam had to remove a chopstick from the bell end of a male member.
Oh,
42-year-old patient, referred to only as a Mr. ND, sought treatment at a Saigon hospital where he told doctors that he and his friend were, quote, blind drunk when his friend inserted the chopstick into his penis, quote, for fun.
Wait a second. So there's a couple things going on here.
Right.
That is a friend, though.
You know, yeah, it's not like Chick, Josh, and I are hanging out with Pat on the weekend. All of a sudden, someone goes, "Hey, wait a second. Do you still have any of those chopsticks from lunch?" I got an idea.
Yeah.
Drop trout. No.
Wait, the friend put it in the other
Yeah.
guys?
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
He put a chopstick down the other guy's male member. First of all,
Trust me.
that's got to hurt like hell.
Yeah.
I hope it's not the cheap ones that you have to scrape because they have the little shivers, the little
Hey, it could have been worse. Could have been a fork if he'd been in
You could absolutely get a splinter.
Sure you could.
They make chopsticks out of ivory, too, though. So,
Or even a spoon would be worse.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Doctors report the chopstick had been shoved so deep.
yeah.
How deep was it shoved?
Thank you, Josh.
Talk to
The
me.
tip was about 1.18 inches from the urethral opening.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
all of it.
way
That's-
up
yeah.
there.
That's the
Boy.
whole stick.
This is awful.
Dr. Tran Fong said he was able to remove the 4-inch long chopstick without surgery.
I'm Dr. Fong.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, if you had a chopstick up there, you'd be very happy to see Dr. Fong.
Yeah, you would.
Whether
I
he's
don't know,
trans or
though.
not.
Thank you, Josh.
Would you be given a lot of liquid so you'd urinate and pee it out? Would that help?
No, it would be blocked off.
Yeah, because it's...
I'm sure they had some kind of just special tweezers.
Ugh.
Special tweezers.
Don't
is your
do this,
guess.
men.
Give me the dick grippers.
Gripper or ripper? Either one.
Now, the cool thing about chopsticks is, I guess, from an etiquette standpoint,
Yes.
there's only the one pair, right? It's not like you're at some formal dinner and say, hey, those are the salad chopsticks.
Oh,
You can't use those.
yeah.
Oh, how embarrassing.
Don't you have your own chopsticks, Josh?
Yeah.
I do.
Washable?
Yes.
And weren't you telling me they come like in a little box, like a pool cue? You have to screw them
Yep.
together.
That's exactly right.
Are they metal?
On a tiny handle. I have metal and I have bamboo or something, yeah.
And do you put them in the washing machine? I mean, the dishwasher?
The metal I do, yeah. The wooden ones I hand wash.
Yeah.
But they were gifted to me by students of mine who
When you were in South Korea?
loved me as a teacher.
Of course.
And,
I bet you were a hell of a teacher.
yeah. That's right. I changed many lives.
Oh, that's nice.
That was very rewarding.
Do you still hear from students?
No, and I thought maybe in the age of social media I would get, hey,
Yeah.
do you happen to remember 20 years ago you taught me in
Right.
John Jew? But no, I have not, which is fine. But I have very fond memories.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That's
And I'd like to think they have fond memories.
That was 20 years ago.
That was 20 years ago?
Like 2004, 2005?
Yeah, that was 20 years ago.
Wait a minute. Yep, 20 years ago.
that adds up.
It checks out.
Yeah, how crazy to think that a lot of those, the kindergarten students I taught are now like 25 years old.
Yikes.
So crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
What if it was somebody, a mega Malaya, a despot? What if one of them becomes a despot? Moves to North Korea.
And we learned that...
Yes, and he says...
I learned my tyrannical ways from...
My greatest experience in life was being taught by Josh Arnold.
By Joshy teacher, as they called me.
Joshy teacher?
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Because SH is pronounced she over there, so it's just Joshy. Joshy teacher.
Not Mr. Arnold?
No. They called me Joshy teacher, which is what I would prefer. Isn't that way more fun and cool?
I'll ask again. Wasn't Mr. Arnold?
No, it was not Mr. Arnold.
What did they say?
How would you say Mr. Arnold in Korean?
Oh, boy.
Oh, I don't know what Mr. Maybe it was like, they would just say like Arnold-san, something like that. Instead of...
can we do that from now on?
Arnold-san?
In the sidekick chair, Arnold-san.
You can. I'm out.
Did you ever learn the South Korean national anthem?
No.
You didn't have to say that before class or anything?
No, I would recognize it if I heard it play, but I do not.
They didn't have a record player in the corner that you played it every morning?
No.
Well, that doesn't seem
Did they have a PA system where the classes would begin and there'd be this disembodied voice going, "Good morning, students"?
Not in my
awards
academy.
and
there was a PA system, but they never did that. So it was great.
Once again, this guy was in Vietnam that had his buddy shove the chopstick up his male member.
I'm not buying
What the fuck were they thinking?
What do you mean you're not buying it?
I don't think he had his buddy do it. I think he just told.
He did it himself?
Oh.
What's less embarrassing?
Yeah.
Either way, it's not.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
It's less embarrassing doing it by yourself.
Yeah.
Exactly. So why would he say my friend did it?
Oh,
that seems like you'd bring more embarrassment upon yourself.
We've had a lot of stories about similar things to this. Usually it's, guys with, egg rolls in their keister or something. But they hesitate to go into the ER and then they get into more trouble.
I want to be on record. I don't remember us ever doing a story about someone putting an egg roll in their keister.
No, we never did that.
I was trying to contemporize the...
Is that what you were doing?
No, I can't think of the right words. I was trying to think, because we've had lots of stories about where physicians say, look, if something like this happens to you, immediately go to the emergency room. We have stories where someone waited 4 days and they had a golf ball up there. And,
What is it about you guys that you always have to fill up holes? I don't understand it.
If you didn't have such a nice one, Christy. Wait a minute, though. I didn't mean that personally.
What is it? Someone said...
three nice ones.
It's like a Q-tip in an ear when you feel that. You know?
That is satisfying.
Sensation. So,
yeah.
But the Q-tip, you're not feeling anything if you...
What's the name of that? Wait a minute. Is it sounding?
Yes.
That's what Josh says. I don't know what kind of freaky stuff he's into, but that's what
I'm
he
into
says.
sounding.
That's where you place things down into the urethra?
Yeah. It's where you try to just...
Are you supposed to make that submarine sound effect when you do it?
It's more of a bop,
Yeah,
right?
it is.
Yeah.
More of a sonar sound.
Okay, well...
It's not a bomb. What were you doing?
I was going... That's what a sonar sound.
No, that's a chipmunk running off a porch.
Isn't that called a... Technically, isn't that called a ping?
Yeah. They'll say ping, yeah. Mm-hmm.
As opposed to a pong.
If you hear a pong back, that's when you know there's an enemy out there.
Ping pong.
Okay, now...
Sure, we've been ponged. Our ping's been ponged.
Coming up, we have marijuana growing...
Give me pong. Where's ping?
On a state capital. We have a really bizarre story about organ transplants, and do you take on the personality of the person whose organ you've received?
No, but in Stephen King books you would.
Well, apparently in reality you do too, to some degree.
I ain't buying
Well,
that.
when we hear the story, you can
really
weigh in.
Well, I will.
Also, we're going to hear some Tim Wilson. We're going to hear some Camel Toe and more. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Just got to get a hold of us. Call, fax, mail, or email.
Johnny Parsons Jr., a lot of people recognize because he ran at the Speedway. His dad was Johnny Parsons, who won the 1950 Indy 500 and has a distinction of having the only misspelled name on the Borg Warner Trophy. They spelled it Johnnny, and it's Johnie. is how he spells his name. In 1951, Maury Rose, who was running in his 15th 500, he won in 41, 47, and 48. Now 51, it's his 15th 500. And he's racing, and he gets tangled up with a guy and goes sliding in the infield and flips. Car winds up upside down. They come over, they shove the car over. He gets out of the car, walks over to the guardrail, sits down, reaches in his pocket, pulls out his pipe, lights his pipe. When the safety guys, he looks at him and he goes, you know, some days you just can't make $1. And he took a puff of his pipe and he goes, that's it, I quit. And he retired, sitting right there, right there on the wall. In 77, Gordon Johncock, who he was leading the race and Foyt was chasing him, and something broke on the car coming out of 4, and he coasted down the main straightaway, and it was a hot year, 77, and he comes to a stop in the grass in the infield in turn 1. He gets out of the car, walks over, and there's a creek right there. And he walked down into the creek and started splashing water on him. It was so hot, and just come back up and sat on the guardrail till the emergency crews got there. Kind of a behind-the-scenes deal. I went to junior high school and high school with Butch Meyer. His grandpa was Louis Meyer. Louis Meyer was the first 3-time winner. He won in 28, 33, and 36. In 36, he was the first 3-time winner. He was the first to drink milk in Victory Lane. He was the first to get a pace car as part of his prize, and he was first to be awarded the Borg Warner Trophy. It was new in 1936. And so it was so neat hanging out with him and meeting Louis, and his dad, Sonny Meyer, Louis Meyer Jr., built the engines for like 18 Indy 500 winners. So they had a shop, Louis Meyer Incorporated, over in this industrial complex behind Lafayette Square off of Interstate 65. And you go over there and just hang, and go for stuff, cleaning, sweeping, just to hang out and be a part. And the 1973 500 was my senior year in high school, and it was such a big deal. And I sat up in the grandstands in the Louis Meyer Incorporated seats in the Northwest Vista, and Louis had done some parade laps in the pre-race parade in one of his old winners. And he came around and he was flying. Most of those guys are just kind of puttering around. Louis goes, and Louis got done, and he come up and sits in the stands, and Butch goes, Grandpa, why were you going so fast? I want to get away from all those people and get up here and just watch the race, But, so 1973, it rains. It takes 3 days to run the race. There's crashes. There was a crewman killed in the pits. It was an SDP, Patrick Racing crewman. Sweet Savage was fatally injured. He was a teammate. And after like 342 miles, third day, they go, that's it, we're done. And Gordy was declared the winner. So the day after the race was over, I went to Louis Meyer Incorporated, and I'm walking through the engine shop, and Sonny Meyer, there's a table there, and they had a rag out there, and there were 4 sets of pistons. There was 4 sets of pistons and rods sitting there on the table, and they'd been manufluxed. Manuflux is a process they use to x-ray metal to look for cracks and faults and things. And all these orange, 3 of the 4 pistons, rods and connecting rods and everything had cracks in them, and a couple of the pistons had, you could see orange lines. And I said, Sonny, where are these? He goes, they're out of Gordy's engine from yesterday. I go, what are these cracks? He goes, they're weaknesses. And I said, well, how much longer would this thing have lasted, this engine? He goes, maybe a lap, maybe 100 laps. You don't know. It could have gone at any time. But the race was called at 342 miles. So fast forward a few years, and second place that year was Bill Vukovich Jr. His dad had won 53 and 54 and had been killed in 55. His son was fatally injured in a sprint car wreck in the 80s. But anyway, so in 1973, he finishes second to Gordon Johncock. So I'm doing an interview, like a Where Are They Now for the Indianapolis Motor Speedway Radio Network, and I'm talking to him. And after we got done, he goes, man, 73 burns me up. He goes, I was so lucky because McCluskey was in third, and he was gaining on me, and I had a turbocharger, and the turbocharger had cracked. I was down 100 horsepower, and McCluskey was catching on me. And, man, I was so lucky that rain came. I ended up finishing second. And I told him about the pistons. And he goes, a lap? And I go, yeah. Sonny said it could have lasted a lap, could have lasted 10 laps. And he goes, oh, I wish you'd have never told me that. I felt about that big for, just another pound of disappointment, I think, in his life. So.
decide what's going on. I think people have I think any kind of inquiry about Jesus is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I think we have a Jesus in our heads, and then there's the Jesus of actuality.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I think the Jesus of actuality, if you think about him and think about what he might have looked like, given how long ago it was and part of the world where he was from and the average height of men in those days, probably Danny DeVito.
With a slightly dark but with the longer hair.
I want my
No,
surfer
but
Jesus.
he's not the Jesus you have in your mind.
A surfer
He's different.
Jesus.
He's about 6 foot.
Jesus.
He's like a BG Jesus.
Yeah.
Which is where the phrase "bejesus" came out of. There you go.
I had no idea. This is good to know.
I didn't know. So what?
Bejesus.
You scared the bejesus out of someone?
Makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Oh God! Yeah.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night. This is Bob and Tom Radio.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're all here. There's Pat, Josh, Christy, Ace. I'm Chick. Hello, Tom.
Chick.
Hello.
I got kind of a sports update for you.
All right, let me hear it.
Dateline, Knoxville, Tennessee. Knox County Mayor Glenn Jacobs took part in the 2024 Ultimate Bologna Showdown.
Bologna Showdown?
Yeah. Now, they spell it Bologna, but do you say bologna or do you go with bologna?
Oh, I say bologna.
Everybody says bologna.
Everyone says
And
bologna.
this is the sports update you were talking about.
Yeah.
The only time I say Bologna is if I'm singing along to Weird Al's My Bologna. A parody, of course, of the great My Sharona.
Of course. I love
that song.
The reason I bring it up is a good friend of the show, Joey Chestnut, was one of the competitive eaters.
Oh.
And he's the Babe Ruth,
Yeah.
the Michael Jordan.
Oh, yeah.
Of competitive eating. He, of course, Joey has 16 mustard belts from Nathan's, the hot dog eating competition.
16.
I'm sure he's getting ready for that right now. The Ultimate Bologna Showdown was held at the University of Tennessee on Saturday. By the way, Joey ate, ready?
Yeah.
In 8 minutes, he ate 14 pounds of bologna.
Oh, my gosh.
So we'd like to say a special hello today to
Joey's
colon.
Man, are they bologna sandwiches or just bologna?
Fair question, Ace. I have no idea.
Sounds like it's just bologna.
Bologna.
Well, they do say hot dog implies a bun, so.
Bologna are just hot dog pancakes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's kind of Tom's
Really?
thing. I like that.
Yeah.
But they're difficult to cook, you know.
Hot dog pancakes?
Well, as you know, Josh, if you take the sliced bologna
Oh, thanks, Ace.
and you try to pan fry it, it'll dome up in the middle.
I like when it does that.
You know, you prevent that. You make small slices at 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and 9 o'clock.
Right.
Or in your case, you might want to do 11, 5, 2, 8.
Happening again.
That is.
Anyways, congratulations, Joey. We'll be talking to Joey again very soon. And, wow, that's...
I'm looking at video.
14 pounds.
That's unbelievable.
You just probably grab a hunk of bologna and eat it like an apple.
Yeah, maybe. That's so crazy.
And the other thing about it is you can see how hard it must be to learn English. When you see Bologna and you want to... bologna? How the hell does that happen? Now, Josh, you were talking about you taught English at a school in South Korea.
Yes.
How did you discipline the kids? Did you say if something went wrong, you were going to send them to North Korea? Instead of detention? Hey, watch it, kiddo. You're going through the tunnel. Do they have a tunnel?
Well, North Korea is almost nothing but tunnels.
Is there like a demilitarized zone?
How do you feel about
yeah, the DMZ's huge, yeah.
How do you feel about mayonnaise on your bologna sandwich?
Oh, guys,
I like
come on.
it.
Yummy.
No.
Mustard?
I'd be mustard today.
Mustard mayo.
Both.
What about cheese?
Gotta have cheese.
I'd say butter.
Butter.
All right.
Give me some of that butter bologna.
It's really hard to tell whether they have bread on it. Oh, I think they do have bread on it. White bread.
So it might be 14 pounds of bologna sandwiches?
Yeah, it might be.
Well, still, I mean, it's the old, what weighs more?
Well, of course.
A ton of feathers or a ton of bologna sandwiches.
Yeah. It's insane. 14 pounds of anything is so crazy.
Okay. Well, good luck, Joey. Okay, I'm sorry. We go now back to the
They don't go by pound in hot dogs, though. They just tell you how many numbers. How many hot dogs they ate. They don't say pounds.
What is it usually, 70 or something that he usually
Right around, yeah. I think the world record's like 79 or something.
Yeesh.
Are you the one that ran into him at the airport one time and he was having having lunch?
He was eating at a sandwich place, and he was there are these tables in our airport that and I said and I started to walk by, and he said hi to me, or I wasn't going to bother him. Hey, what you eating there? Oh, better hurry up and put a clock on you. Go. Yeah, I wasn't going to do that.
Yeah. There was would this be an interesting book? It would for me. I'm sure you guys would hate it, but just asking actors, the only question you would ask them is, when people recognize you that's a waiter or waitress, what do they say? So, because Joey, it would have to be after he orders, they'd have to. Don't you want another one? Oh, you want four?
The famous actors I've heard many times, they ask, when someone comes up to you, can you tell what they're going to mention in your career? Yeah.
Which movie that they...
Right, like Chevy Chase, Saturday Night Live, or the vacation movies, or... Well, that's kind of it for Chevy. But no, I mean, Community, the TV show or whatever, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, the late...
Poor example.
It was a good example.
Actually, I was going to say, the better example would be... I love the smell of napalm in the morning. I mean, you have to wonder if
Robert Duvall.
You have to wonder if Robert Duvall gets.
He did.
Good morning, Mr. Duvall.
Just now.
Love the smell of sausage in the morning.
I saw him eating brunch once on a Sunday. I should ask.
Robert Duvall?
Yeah.
Where was that?
At the Polo Lounge. In
I bet
Beverly Hills
there's
Hotel.
not that many waitresses or waiter who would even know about Apocalypse Now.
I don't know.
Maybe not anymore, but
because he sure doesn't look like the guy who was in Apocalypse Now anymore.
No.
And don't most in California, if you work at a restaurant,
you know better.
You do. Yeah. Don't they just you don't do that.
Right. Exactly.
We like when this person comes here. We want them to keep coming.
Especially at the Beverly Hills Hotel, where a lot of people go. So.
Okay. Just asking.
Where is that hotel, Beverly Hills?
Yeah, that's
okay.
In Ohio, a large quantity of meat was dumped on the side of a road in Grandview Township.
Just a typical occurrence.
According to WTAP.
Just another Tuesday.
Wait a minute. What is
TAP? TAP?
WTAP.
I think that's in Parker's. No, that's. I don't know that Grandview should be a Columbus, Ohio television station. I've never heard of TAP, though.
A truck's worth of meat that had been dumped.
Suppose that they play taps a lot?
I would
See, sometimes you get upset at me because I say nothing. And believe it or not, that went through my head, but I thought, no, that seems like a bummer.
I turned on WTAP. It's just Gregory Hines movies.
Oh, good. Hines and Dad.
He was very good. Very good.
He was in the movie Tap, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
A truck's worth of meat had been dumped off Grandview Hill Road, pushed to the roadside by local officials, covered with dirt where it had been left to rot. Washington County Health Department Director of Environmental Health, boy, that doesn't even fit on a business card, Joshua Lane, told the station that the pile included a wide variety of meats that apparently had gone bad or needed to be disposed of. He assured that while the smell was unpleasant, the meat does not pose a risk to public health.
Look for the coyotes tonight. Bury it deep. Pat, you're waving your hands over
This is an outrage. Got to get to the bottom of it. Pork shoulders and ribeyes dumped there. Sausages and big T-bones. Steaks and chops and hamburger meat. Ground beef in Ohio. Ground beef in Ohio. The meat is rotting. Oh, don't leave it there on the ground. Should have been cleared long ago. You know it should have been. Was this a butcher shop drop or a grocery store dump? Oh, I won't stop singing till I know. Ground beef in, who was it? Ground beef in, was it you, Kroger? Ground beef in Ohio. Meyer, ground beef in Ohio. Oh,
I thought we couldn't get more disrespectful. I was wrong. Thank you very much.
Like that.
I think it is Kroger over there. When I was a kid, the grocery store was Big Bear.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a great name.
Big Bear grocery store. I think it's Eagle Food.
Heading to the Big Bear.
They got a chief over there too now.
Josh, I'll do this just for you.
Yes.
So they don't know. There's a gigantic pile of meat at the side of the road, right?
Yeah.
So I'm seeing like the inspector comes up, and there's this really cute woman there.
Oh, okay.
And of course, it's the beginning of a Hallmark movie, and that's their meat cute.
No.
Naturally, it would be. Yes.
Meat cute.
And then in the end, he goes, and they finally get together. Well, the meat.
More meat.
It comes up.
You like this?
Coming up, we're going to hang out with former Major League Baseball pitcher, now batch creator.
Alleged.
He's Drew Storen. He's got a new...
No proof he actually played for the MLB.
Oh, God. He's so big and strong. I hope he punches you in the face. I've got a bat he can hit you with.
Yeah. He's a pitcher. I'm not afraid.
Oh, no. Isn't his Major League batting average?
No, he did quite well.
Pretty good because he only had to bat like 3 times. We're going to talk bourbon, and we've got some cool stuff coming up in the news, including, ladies and gentlemen, a stolen school bus. That's right. The kids were not on it. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Reach us toll free.
I always heard that his herb was top shelf. I just could not wait to find out for myself.
Don't knock it till you've tried it. Well, I've tried it, my friend. And I'll never smoke weed with Willie again.
I learned a hard lesson in a small Texas town.
He fired up a fat boy and he passed him around.
The last words I spoke before they tucked me in.
I'll never smoke weed with Willie again.
I'll never smoke
weed with Willie again. My party's all over before it began. You can pour me some old Whiskey River, my friend, but I'll never smoke weed with Willie again.
I hopped on his old bus, the Honeysuckle Road.
The party was Vegas, it was after the show.
Alone in the front lounge, just me and him.
With one parting puff, Grim Creeper sat in. I'll never smoke weed with Willie again. My party's all over before it began. You can pour me some old Whiskey River, my friend, but I'll never smoke weed with Willie again.
Now we're passing the guitar, telling good jokes.
I know one's a coming 'cause I'm smelling smoke.
No, I do not partake. I just let it pass by.
With a smile on my face and a great contact high. I'll never smoke weed with Willie again. My party's all over before it began. You can pour me some old Whiskey River, my friend, but I'll never smoke weed with Willie again.
In the fetal position, with drool on my chin.
I messed up and smoked weed with Willie again.
Hey guys, Santino Ferrucci here, driving at the number 14 AJ Foyt Racing Homes for Troops Chevrolet. We're here at the Indianapolis 500. We just want to give a shout out to Homes for Troops. They build custom housing for veterans that have fought, that have disabilities, and they pay for the whole house. They pay for all the monthly expenses. They really take care of our troops when they come back from fighting overseas. So it is a fantastic organization, one of the best you can donate to.
Obviously, Foyt's a legend. I mean, he was a rookie in 1957 or 58. 58, I think. He was a rookie. 4-time winner. Unbelievable fan. So I'm doing the king, and we're in Tony Bettenhausen Jr.'s garage doing Dick's Picks. And Bob, AJ, was in the garage with us. So we start doing a pair of kings, because AJ was the king, and then the king, Elvis the king. So we're doing a pair of kings. And I go, AJ, I go, Meyer, let's take our shirts off and have a belly bucking contest right here in the garage. I said, then we'll lay on the floor and see whose belly button can hold the most gravy. Oh, thank you very much. I said, I want to help you, AJ, on race day. I'm going to be on your pit crew. When you come in, I'm just going to put my belly and flop it on the rear wing. Front end will come in the air. They'll change them tires. Off we go. And so we're doing all this, and people are dying. Well, then I talked to a crew member later, and AJ had the Bob and Tom show on in the garage. About halfway to that, he just looked up and he goes, shut that shit off. And then he was always a little cool to me after that.
My orphan child is an honor student.
Beautifully done.
Scott Dunn, ladies.
Bob and Tom 24/7. It's not on air. It's online.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
All right, so comedian Alan Havey joins us. What else is on your mind? What are you talking about these days?
Oh, my girlfriend wants to have kids now, and I don't want kids. You know, kids are spoiled today. I don't know what happened. I guess children had a major coup about 12 years ago, spoiled little bastards. When a kid's bad, what do they tell them now?
No, time out.
Time out. What the hell is that?
Time out.
Yeah, I had time out when I was a kid. I'd wake up and go, what happened?
Say hello and goodbye to Louie quickly.
Hi, Louie. Hi, Louie.
Louie Katz is here with us. Louie, you look like a 20-year-old Woody Allen. But I don't know anything about you except that you are actually from Los Angeles, California, born and raised.
Yeah, grew
That's
up there.
very unusual.
Yeah, rare, very rare. But that's
For
where
comedians. I mean, most of them want to move there. But.
Yeah, everyone moves there, but I'm actually from there.
Okay. Are you married or single? Or?
Oh no, I'm single. A lot of my friends are starting to get married though, which is kind of weird.
Okay.
Rest of us use condoms, but some of us are starting to get married.
Yeah.
It's tough for me though, because I'm supposed to be happy for them. They're getting married, but I'm just not happy at all for them. It just seems kind of pathetic to me. I mean, these are they're grown men, but all of a sudden they get married. They have to start asking for permission before they do stuff. You know, they're always apologizing for things. It seems like they don't even know what for. Just stuck on repeat. Just sorry. You know? And as soon as they get married, they all get these big old guts on them. You know, I mean that's not from drinking beer. That's from swallowing pride.
A new interpretation?
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Comedy, guests, Bob and Tom exclusives, and it's here on the internet. Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac News Desk.
Hey.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
Josh Arnold is here.
Hi, Chick.
Ace Cosby there.
Hey.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold with our special in-studio guest.
I hope he wasn't listening 10 minutes ago.
Why?
What do you mean, why? Our guest is former Major League Baseball pitcher Drew Storen, and he is also is it a distiller? What's the word I'm looking for?
I'm technically not a distiller. I maybe just bourbon guy.
Bourbon guy?
Yeah,
Okay, we're going to use tactical stuff? Okay,
yeah.
That's fine.
Industry terms, Tom.
Okay, great. And you were here last year when you were releasing the Field of Dreams Bourbon. And give me the short elevator pitch on what it is.
Yeah. Again, thanks for having me back. It was fun. Last year. Yeah. Josh, I'm just here to make you happy. No, we take the corn from the most famous cornfield in the world in Dyersville, Iowa, the Field of Dreams movie site, and distill whiskey in it. And we essentially tell baseball stories at the same time. So last year came out with one bottle for every guy that ever played Major League Baseball, and we're doing it again this year. This year it's 23,114 bottles, and so you can run your bottle number and see who's your player behind it.
Wow! Now you claim that you were one of those people that played Major League Baseball.
Yeah.
What number are you?
19,735.
19,735.
Yeah, so
do
that's-
you have that bottle?
I do not. We actually sell them. Sell them all.
All right.
So your contention, Josh, is that he never played.
I'd like to see some sort of
evidence,
actual proof.
Yeah. No, it's fine. I like telling tall tales. As long as I sell it, people tend to believe it.
Do you have your own baseball card?
Oh, I do. Yeah. I actually went on.
What do you mean? Of course he's got a baseball card.
No. Do you mean does he own?
I mean, do you physically possess one? And if so, do they? When they print the cards, do they give each player a card?
They don't usually do it. A lot of the guys that collect them tend to give us stacks of them.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and then throughout the years, I've just gone on eBay since they're so cheap of my nice ones and buy them all for my kids. So
yeah, I wonder what the Beckett of Drew Storen's baseball card is.
$1.40, I think.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah,
that's not bad.
Yeah, inflation.
Are they is it one where? Okay, no, we're looking
there
at
they
them.
are. Yeah.
Is it? Let's see. There's an action shot. Do they also sometimes do the one where you pose?
Yeah, so my favorite one, I have one with a bat. So every year the Topps photographer never really knew if a person was a pitcher or a hitter.
Yeah.
So I would go up there and say, I'm an outfielder, and would stand there with a bat. And I finally got one in, I think 2 or 3 years in.
Nice.
Yeah. All right.
My God, if that isn't you. You know what? I take it back. You did play baseball.
I'm really
Hang
good
on
at
a second.
Photoshop.
This Phillies cap, I can't help but notice that's ill-fitting. I don't know.
Yeah.
Does that look like the right size? Have I not been wearing my hats correctly? It's almost right on top of your ears.
Oh, yeah. No, that's what you got to do. You got to have
Okay,
the low.
all right.
That's my bit, chick.
Okay,
That's really
you're the major leaguer.
That's really cool. We I have a photograph in my office of a friend of ours who was playing in the NFL. And he was what they in those days called a tight end. Mm-hmm. And in the photograph that his football card, he's literally being knocked on his ass.
Oh, nice.
So I had it blown up for him. Remember that?
Yeah, I do remember Pat Beach.
It's like,
right?
Pat. It's like, why would they do that to the guy?
The old Billy Ripken card.
Oh, yeah. My brother has one.
Oh, yeah.
I'll never forget the day he opened the pack and it was there.
And that's the one. Is that the one that has has the word on the bottom of the bat?
Yes, F face. Yes.
Oh, wow.
right there.
Is that considered valuable?
I think so, to a certain degree. Yeah. I don't know what it's worth now, but he put it in the plastic. Yeah. That's pretty awesome. He sent us a picture of it recently.
Oh, that's great.
I looked up my player from the bottle that Drew just gave me.
Yeah.
My player, 17,390, Ben Davis. What are the odds?
Holy
I went
cow.
to Ben Davis High School.
Well,
Is it the same Ben Davis?
No, not the same Ben
Yes,
Davis.
he's the one who founded the Christie's grade school.
That's a perfectly valid guess.
Yes, made his debut
Okay, here we go. Can you get the camera on that? That's our friend Pat Beach, who's a wonderful guy, a really good guy. And his photograph, his card, they have him getting knocked on his ass.
See, I'll be honest. To me, that doesn't look like he's getting knocked on his ass.
He's going backwards.
I know, but it looks like he's really like I'm taking 2 guys down with me.
Right.
Like it looks like that's a good.
I see.
I think that's a cool picture. He should be proud of that.
I keep it in my office. Thank you very much. Our guest is Drew Storen, a former Major League Baseball pitcher.
Drew, when you buy a bottle of the Field of Dreams bourbon whiskey, you can go to a website and you can see exactly what your number, who that player is. What's the website?
drinkfieldofdreams.com/who's my bottle.
Okay.
Yeah, you go to the website and it'll say bottle lookup, and you just hit the little icon and type in your number.
Cool.
It's cool.
So it'd be really cool if you could find the bottle of an active player, then get him to autograph the bottle.
Yep.
Oh,
which would be perfectly possible.
What's your number there, Josh? I'll look it up.
If
for
it's
you.
Vic Davalillo, we're swapping.
Mine is 10,835.
835.
Now, once again, it's called Field of Dreams Bourbon, and let's walk through this real quick. You acquired the rights to the corn from the actual field.
Yep, from the actual movie
and they're
site.
still obviously growing.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Still growing the corn every year. And, last time I came in here, Tom, you really pinned me in a corner trying to make sure I was not lying about this whole corn situation. So I did bring the actual corn with me.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
There it is.
There you go.
Look at
In the
that.
truck and everything.
Well, no.
It has a sticker that says it, Tom, so it's real.
Yeah, that can just be anything.
Right.
Hey, Tom, talk to the sticker. Okay?
Shake that.
Now, isn't it true that
Is
you
it-
originally wanted to do Children of the Corn whiskey
Yes.
bourbon?
Yes.
But there was some sort of legal thing with the Stephen King estate.
Cancel culture.
So, what is the timeline on the corn grows and then how soon is it bourbon?
Well, a mama piece of corn and a daddy piece of corn.
But they really love each other.
They really love each other. They get together.
So, when was the corn for this Field of Dreams bourbon? When did it come out?
That corn came from 21. So,
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. So it's such a long game. It's kind of running like 2 Christmas tree farms at once. You just have to, plan 4 to 5 years out.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's a different strategy, some normal
Now,
business.
let me ask you this: if we were to blindfold you,
oh God,
and
comes one of
and bring
those
in a major
stupid
league pitcher to
questions he was talking about.
throw some heat. No, could you taste the difference between this batch and the batch from last year?
Definitely.
Really?
Yeah. I think this one is a little bit more complex, but it's the same style. But, kind of like when you show up in spring training, you always say, I'm in the best shape of my life this year. You're trying to get a little bit better each year. So, in the end, just run out baseball analogies, right, Josh?
Yes,
Yeah.
Drew, I don't know much about bourbon. Will this batch taste the same 5 years from now as it does today?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it doesn't.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not
as
like
long
a
as
wine.
as long as if you don't open it, But,
Store it properly. Yeah, okay.
If it gets air to it, like anything else.
Your bottle?
Yes.
Eddie Gaedel, Gaedel.
Eddie Gaedel, he's the short kid, right?
He made his big league debut Saturday, August 18th, 1951.
Is this the famous Vec is in Rec?
Yes.
Bill Vec stunt?
He appeared in one game over one season for the St. Louis Browns.
This is amazing.
And the idea was
Don't open that.
Bill Vec said he has an incredibly small strike zone, so they couldn't pitch to him.
Right.
He got a walk. It was
That's
a
amazing.
little person.
That's very cool.
He trotted Eddie Gaedel up there.
You're
He's
right.
a little person.
Yeah.
He is a little guy.
Thank you.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
you're welcome.
Yeah.
Do you know the Bill Vec story?
No, not quite like you do.
No, I don't know much. Bill, I read a book 50 years ago called Vec is in Rec. He was the team owner, and he, as I recall, had a wooden leg from, I think, a war injury.
He did have a wooden.
And he would do a stunt where he would take a knife and jab it into his leg for people that didn't know. What a great gag! Hey, if you got a leg, have some fun with it, for God's sake.
into it.
Yeah, that's a famous stunt in
I had
baseball.
no
And St.
idea.
Louis Browns. That's amazing.
Yeah,
Thank
that
you.
is.
Oh,
So-
we'll have to get a photograph of
kinda
that scene
eerie.
for you.
That these bottles all have
It's not a loaded deck at all, Christy.
If it would be, because your
All right.
dad got me a Vic Davalio card because when I was
What's your number?
Where is it?
It's on the back. On the back. Turn it over.
And then handwritten. Drew, did you have to handwrite the number on these?
I wrote these. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is handwritten.
Go on.
This one's 12,065. So 12065.
Okay.
Okay. Well, while you look that up, we'll move forward here. Once again, hey, Drew. So is it legal to ship this? How does that work?
Yeah, so we will actually drop this year's Players Series on our website today at 3 o'clock. So drinkfieldofdreams.com, and we can ship to 40 states. So last year we dropped 2,000 bottles and sold that in under 10 minutes. So this year we're going to try to sell 5,000 bottles.
Well, because last year I ended up at Christmas time trying to buy some for friends, and I was scouring the local liquor stores and finally found one. I gave away like 5 of them. They're
Just an amazing
great gift. Yeah.
Multiple players share the debut number 12,065. Tom, one of them, Vic Davalio.
All right.
Whoa.
It's a miracle.
What do you think of that, Tom? It's amazing.
I've got a feeling his dad fed him that information.
There's no such thing.
Okay. Now, so the bourbon, have you, when you try it, this is going to sound stupid, but do they bottle it and you open the bottles to make sure you get the same taste, or do you go down to the distillery and...
Yeah, I always just try it once they bottle it. I mean, we try it beforehand throughout the process, but the final product going into the bottle, I always just like having that uncorking experience, and then kind of like to Josh's point, it will taste different, if you let it air out. So being able to try it in different forms is always crucial.
Ace gave me a great question. Ace, since it's your question.
Well, when he was throwing his bourbon gathering last year, he was obsessed with clear ice.
Oh, yeah.
Meaning no bubbles in the ice. No, you want to.
I like that clear.
Oh, that's a big thing. There are entire companies that's all they do.
Wow.
It's really cool.
So I was trying to find some clear. I had this party at my house, and I wanted to get clear ice. It was easy to get if you want to buy 600 pounds of it. You can't just go buy like a bag of clear ice. So that's how you're supposed to drink bourbon, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, you can try with ours. I say try it neat. And then if you want to butter the corn, there's our tag. Got to hit it. But throw ice in there, a couple drops of water, and it opens up into a completely different bourbon.
All right.
I have those ball ice. So it's also kind of like a baseball in my glass. And
you say butter your balls, right?
I do say butter my balls, yeah.
Is that how do you make ball ice?
I bought a thing. And it's clear.
You know what,
Tom? If you whatever form you pour the water into, it will freeze in that.
You'd like it.
We have Star
And it
Wars
actually makes it clear.
How does it not spill?
It's in a hole. It's like a case thing.
And it has a little funnel, and you pour the water in the funnel, and it fills the.
Yeah, it's enclosed.
Oh.
You're something. You know that?
I do. I'm fascinated. And I hate crushed ice. By the way,
all right.
Want to go on?
Hey, don't you have something to ask me, Tom?
You know what? And you're building a house. I just finished building a house. You know what I have in my house?
What?
A crushed ice machine. You know why?
Because she wanted it.
Because I'm not in charge.
Oh my! I have one. I have two of those. I'm the opposite end. I love crushed ice.
Oh, you like everything diluted immediately?
I do. Yes.
It's time for a game.
What's the game called, Tom?
It's called Chick Please.
Nope, the answer is always check, please, is the name of the game. Sponsored by our good friends at Silac. Chick, yes. The rules are simple. Thank you. Even for me, I understand. Just answer check, please. Can you do that? Check, please.
Okay, you can do check, please. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
I'll start now.
All right.
You're having dinner at an expensive restaurant with fellow employees. After dinner, the waiter brings the check. What does Chick McGee never say?
Check, please. I guess I'm cheap in this scenario. That's fine.
Now, let's say you're retiring.
Oh.
You sign up for an annuity from the folks at Silac. Then once a month, what do you say?
Check, please.
Correct again. Actually, you don't even have to say it. The money will show up in the mailbox or right into your direct deposit. Do you want me to check on the best way to get started?
Check, please.
Okay, I'll be happy to. Go to the Silac website. Everything you need to know is right there. Visit silacins.com/Bob and Tom. That's SILACINS.com/Bob and Tom. Silac Insurance Company. SilacINS.com/Bob and Tom. And say, check, please. Thank you very much, Chickster. We're coming right back. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio. This is Jim Gaffigan.
Hey, for everything Bob and Tom, check out our website, bobandtom.com. It's a great way to find out about all the latest.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Bob and Tom Show. Miss some of the show? Become a Bob and Tom VIP and subscribe to the audio and video podcasts. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
When we decided to do this, I said, Tom, we should do a Tim Wilson song. And this is really hard. I practiced and man, I sucked. You just can't do a Tim Wilson song. So I took liberties with some of Timmy's songs and whipped a song together in honor of Tim. Help me get through this, folks. Can you hear that? Yeah. That's too bad. He really loved his trailer park woman. Didn't care much for Dr. Phil. I'm sure he started the church league fist fight, and his ass got tired of Shaquille O'Neal. A big white white hat with a black six-string guitar. Now the heavens have their newest star. Where's my jetpack, he would sing. Now he's sporting wings. And he taught Jesus Christ the booty song. We all thought he'd go to Chuck E. Cheese hell. With George Bush, George Strait, George Patton, and George Orwell. A hillbilly homeboy, I could be wrong. But I know he's tired of me singing this f***ing song. A big white hat with a black six-string guitar. Now the heavens have their newest star. Where's my jetpack, he would sing. Now he's sporting wings. And he asked Jesus Christ to join his band. They're singing Georgia, goodbye Georgia, Georgia, goodbye. Georgia, goodbye Georgia, Georgia, goodbye.
Playing basketball the other day. They made me guard the worst dude on the other teams. It was a fat dude wearing thongs. Standing on the court smoking a cigarette. You know I was in danger.
And you couldn't keep up with him.
I couldn't keep up with him. I got involved with that aerobics. Don't like aerobics, man. That's too much like sex.
It is. Aerobics?
Yeah, you sweat, muscles hurt, and then you got a woman up there telling you you're not doing it right.
Hey, this is Ron White, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
I got thrown out of J.C. Penney the other day.
Really?
Yeah, fondling up the mannequins. You believe that? And that ain't my fault. Have you seen the mannequins in there? And they taunt you, too. They got the little short skirt on, arm up, kind of waving you over. You know what I mean? Shoot. I tell you what, if you ask me, the little whore was asking for it.
Jim Gaffigan joined us in the studio. Jim is a veteran comedian and actor, famous for a couple of oddball appearances on Sex and the City.
But I am an actor and a comedian, but I'll tell you guys, I wish I was a film director just in everyday life, so when someone was telling me a boring story, I could just go, and cut! I didn't finish. We got it. That's a wrap. And cut! When you think about it, that would come in handy. You come home late, your wife's like, where the hell were you? And cut! All right, let's try it again. This time you don't care where I was. In fact, you're happy to see me. Let's try it topless. Action!
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Comedy via your computer. Bob and Tom 24/7.
This is Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Okay, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We've got a special guest in the studio, Tom.
We do indeed. He is Drew Storen, and he is the, we never did figure out what the title was. A bourbon guy, that's the thing we settled on. The Field of Dreams Bourbon is distilled with the assistance of corn.
I like Proprietor. Do you like Proprietor? Proprietor of Field of Dreams Bourbon?
Okay, we can go with that.
He doesn't like it.
I do. But Proprietor sounds like he's at a store, don't you think?
Oh, maybe, yeah, that it is a brick and mortar type thing.
Yeah.
But this is what Drew's project is now after he was drummed out of the MLB for bad attitude? Is that what it was?
Mainly that.
That's what I thought.
Complete cancer in the clubhouse.
Not a team player?
Drew, a fine athlete, and we've reviewed his baseball cards to prove to Josh that he indeed played Major League Baseball. Thank you very much. And I want to get this real quick. The Field of Dreams, this new batch, is being released today.
Yep. So our e-commerce drop, it's on shelves in 5 different states, but our e-commerce drop today, we can ship to 40 states. So 3 o'clock Eastern, drinkfieldofdreams.com. It will get there by Father's Day. So get your gift.
That's perfect, man. That's great.
And here's another dumb question, and a series of them. How do you pack it when you ship it? I mean, it's
what I do.
How do you pack it?
Bubble wrap.
Bubble wrap would be
What
good.
I do
What a
is
great
I
question.
check with the ops guy that talks to the people that do all that. I have no idea, Tom.
Operations. That's what that,
The ops guy? What is this?
This has grown into an empire, Tom.
We got the ops guy. Sounds like his 40 clicks up the Mekong Delta. We're dropping the.
Shooter, I'm here to sell.
napalm.
I'm here to sell, Shooter. So.
That's right.
Field of Dreams Bourbon, and this is the new batch.
Drinkfieldofdreams.com.
How
about that?
Even I have a bottle. It's empty, but
That's best.
my number is 4,740, and that person is Snooks Dowd, who was he coined the term banjo hitter.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. That means.
You once asked me about a banjo in my life. I think that's where this. What does the term? What does banjo hitter refer to?
Somebody that only hits singles, soft contact. Sounds like when they hit the ball, it's like plucking a banjo.
Oh, that's great.
Wow.
Very cool.
Snooks down.
But that's 100% why I did that one.
We have the audio of Josh's banjo story. You want to hear it?
I am legitimately now the owner of a banjo.
Is that right?
Yeah, I need to get it in here and see if.
How did that happen?
My dad died.
Oh.
I love Hooker's laugh there. Once again, not laughing at the sad news of the end of Josh's dad's life.
Just
but
Pat being awkward. Yeah.
It's just Pat. You don't have to have a huge step on it.
You know, a good friend, Pat, would have said, I inherited it. Something.
My dad died.
Yeah. I just had to throw it right.
So sorry. Well, this actually leads to an interesting news story involving camels, and because you're making this bourbon out of corn that is grown in the famous Field of Dreams. Now, we have a brewing story in the news today.
A brewery in South Australia is making beer using camel dung. The beer is called Hokey Smokes, and it's brewed by the Robe Town Brewery. The beer is made by feeding leftover grain to camels, and afterwards their droppings are used to as the fuel to smoke the malted barley. This beverage was inspired by Humpalicious, a neighboring camel farm. Brewery owner Marius Bezalitis told the Australian Broadcast Corporation that there's no actual camel feces in the beer.
Doesn't Humpalicious sound like a Lizzo song?
Yeah. And that the end result tastes something akin to a peat smoked malt.
Gross.
Did you say camel?
Yeah. He does it slower than I did. But
That's great. So the camel dung is just
used to start the fire, so to smoke the barley.
Gotcha.
So it's,
camel dung is like peat? Then
kind of. That's what they're saying it tastes like.
I can't imagine it smells good.
No, especially flaming. Man.
Flaming camel dung?
Yeah.
That sounds like some kind of an insult. Okay. Well, you guys didn't use any flaming dung to...
No, you can't do all the tricks up front. We have that saved for later.
Right. That'll be a separate batch.
Yeah, that's such a gimmick.
Has your Field of Dreams bourbon received any serious reviews? Is there like a magazine or a website that reviews bourbons?
We've had some people try it and talk about it, but nothing official. Haven't really gotten that far yet. Just trying to get it in some hands first.
Okay.
Spread it out, and we've had all good reviews on the juice. That's something I take a lot of pride in, that it's extremely approachable. It's a lower proof. So if you're a baseball fan, just getting into bourbon, it'll taste great. It's got weed in there, so you can kind of get away with murder when you have wheat in a mash bill. And
I thought you said weed.
So did I.
You just threw that in? There's weed in there?
Now, you said juice, and as everybody knows in the MLB, you were notoriously juiced up.
As you can tell, Josh.
Just
In fact, you had to go in front of Congress?
Yeah.
Boy, that was
nonstop.
That was embarrassing for you.
I thought I was tricking everybody.
How fast could you throw the ball when you were at your peak?
I touched 100, but I was mid-90s.
Amazing.
Thanks.
Wow.
Yeah,
How fast could you throw it right now if you had to?
Well, when I took my son to the state fair last year, I hit 86 so he could get his choice prize, because we got high standards at the state fair here. You got 85 and above for choice. So
wow.
So my elbow's never been the same. But you know what?
Well, he got his damn stuffed animal.
It was worth it. Yeah.
I was asked by one of the people working at the gate on the way out, like, "Oh, nice job. What's your secret?" And I said, "Well, I'm just a blank. That's I left it out of. I'm just a complete."
I don't want to brag, but I still have the 2 fish that I won. Well, they're 2 still alive.
Wow.
From the state fair last year.
Throwing those, half-mile-an-hour ping pong balls.
Yeah, it's a different art form. It's more skill than strength.
It's a game of finesse, isn't it?
Yes.
How old is your son?
My oldest is 7. I got a 4-year-old and then a 16-month-old girl.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm in the thick.
Oh, yeah.
Holy moly.
You're in the
I've been there.
You're in country, man.
Yeah. 4 clicks up the river.
Charlie's everywhere, man.
Looking for.
I gotta sleep at some point.
Drew Storen is a former Major League Baseball player. Are any of your buddies still playing?
Got a few out there. My high school teammate, Tucker Barnhart. He's catching for the Diamondbacks, so it's fun to watch him. But yeah, we're losing guys left and right at this point. I have some buddies that are now in the front office or coaching, so I obviously took a different path. But
did you ever text these guys?
Every once in a while. During the season, I tend to leave guys alone if in the thick of it. But
sure,
always catch up in the off season.
Good.
Yeah, that's kind of been the most fun part about doing the Field of Dreams stuff is I do it with 2 other teammates, so 2 other bullpen guys, and so it's a good excuse for us to kind of hang out and talk. And because usually we would just go home and catch up every once in a while. So it's fun to have.
Can you, when you're in the bullpen, can you have your phone?
No, we got to leave those in your locker.
That's a pretty good question. Yeah,
I mean, to this day, do they still enforce that?
Yeah. Oh yeah. There was a guy that got in trouble last year, I believe, for sliding into third.
Right,
it
came out of his
out
of his pants.
Yeah.
Hit the base.
Whoops.
What the hell is this?
That is so funny.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Wow. Did you get really bored sometimes watching baseball games?
Of course. Yeah, I mean, you got to. It's your job. Yeah, but in the middle of July, it's 112 out. It's a Thursday day game. There's 14 people there. You're down by a touchdown. I'm not exactly on the edge of my seat, thrilled where I'm at.
I can't imagine getting bored at your job.
No.
Can you, Tom?
Oh, sorry.
We would play a game in the bullpen where we take the double bubble wrappers and you fold them into darts, and we would do lawn darts. And so you could shoot them, 30 some yards. I mean, you can get it out
Every
there.
now and again, the cameras capture the bullpen activity.
Snipe guys with sunflower seeds. I mean, extremely highbrow stuff down there.
Is anybody still chewing tobacco? Is it?
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, not as much, but you'll see guys.
Are they using the pouches probably now?
Were you ever the victim of, or did you ever perpetrate a hot foot? I just saw the video of this not that long ago. somebody in a dugout.
I've never seen that one pulled off.
No kidding.
What is a hot foot?
Well, they put a piece of paper or something underneath your shoe and light it on fire.
What?
And just stand back and watch the fun.
Yep.
Yes.
No, it's a classic.
It's a classic.
It's a three Stooges era comedy.
Yeah.
Never not
You can't
funny.
write anything. Hit him in the head with a hammer.
We're talking with Drew Storen, who's now he's now the bourbon guy. Field of Dreams Bourbon, and again, it's going to be coming out today, 3 o'clock.
Yep, 3 p.m. Eastern.
Where do you go?
Drinkfieldofdreams.com. There's going to be 5,000 bottles. Last year, ran through 2,000 bottles in under 10 minutes.
Oh, get on this, folks. And by the way, it tastes really good.
Really good.
Thank you.
You should really be proud of it, Drew.
Thank you.
Yeah, we've gone through a few bottles at our house. I can tell you that.
I can imagine. I mean, that's interesting.
Yeah, nothing like put the baseball game on. You get a nice. I do. I tried it neat. It's fine. I'm just more of a chilled.
When you start sipping that, do you find your accent changes?
Yes.
Yeah.
My old. I'm reminded of my days at Tulane.
The humidity.
Oh, yes.
God, it was so
thicker
close.
than pea soup.
It was close there.
Very close.
Very close.
Oh, the devil's breath do take you, don't it?
Goodness.
I'm so sorry. I have no idea where we are.
We're in the South, apparently.
Christy Lee is at the SILAC News Desk. What else have we got over there?
Dozens of suspected marijuana plants have been removed from a tulip garden outside the Wisconsin state capitol. University of Wisconsin-Madison botanist Shelby Ellison told WMTV TV.
We used to play music. Now it's news. I don't know.
Do you think they have to do that because of MTV? There were dozens of plants in the garden, suggesting someone planted them on Capitol grounds intentionally. Tatiana Warwick, a spokeswoman for the State Department of Admissions, told the Associated Press that workers had removed the plants, but her agency could not determine whether they were marijuana or hemp. Marijuana does remain illegal in all forms in Wisconsin, by the way.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that'll slow down the legislature a little bit. Not legal, huh?
Apparently
How
not.
many, are we at 25 states where it's legal? Yeah, something like that?
Something.
About half. They're changing some federal regulation. I'm very confused about
How many states are there? 80? I forget.
Federally, they've essentially decriminalized it.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It went from a category 1 to a category 3 or something. Yeah.
Okay.
It was right up there with heroin, and now it's
I thought
down.
it was columns. I thought it was columns, A's and B's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Columns, yeah.
Okay.
UMass Dartmouth graduates received $1,000 each from their commencement speaker, but the money came with an important catch. The school said Robert Hale Jr. of Granite Telecommunications spoke about his career during his address and urged graduates not to let failure define them. He then had 2 duffel bags full of cash brought on stage. Mr. Hale announced that each graduate who crossed the stage would receive one $500 envelope to keep as a gift and a second $500 envelope to give to someone in need, a charity, or a cause close to them.
That's very nice.
Isn't it?
Yeah, I'll be giving that away. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I sure hope most did.
Yeah, maybe your dealer needs a new car.
How do you know I have a dealer, first of all? Secondly,
this has kind of become a thing. Was it last year? Didn't somebody give a commencement speech and they went, "Oh, by the way, your bill's on me."
Right.
Didn't
He paid for all the... Yeah.
This guy's going to be asked back.
Yeah. Boy, I've been invited just to speak at 40 schools next year.
Yeah, right.
Well, this is a happy story about a commencement speech. That's a nice change of pace.
Yes.
Very good. Okay, very good. Very good. That's a kind of a sweet thing.
And I bet almost all those people do give that money to someone.
Oh, that's nice.
It sure seems like bad karma, doesn't it?
How would you like to be the guy that's I'm not going to go show up for get the diploma. It's just a stupid ceremony.
If you haven't seen online, Marita from Karate Kid, he has a great story about Red Fox doing something like that for him. And Pat Marita can do Red Fox's voice. It's amazing. And it's a really heartwarming story.
Aww.
That is heartwarming.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Well, I don't understand. What was the...
Pat Marita needed to buy a house and asked Red Fox for some money. And Red gave him the money and didn't want anything in return, just to have Pat do something similar to for someone in the future. That was payback.
Okay.
That's very nice.
This is very nice.
Nice.
Now, what's coming up, Christy Lee?
Coming up, does your personality change if you get an organ transplant? We'll talk about that.
You become evil.
Those nasty, evil raccoons are in the news in Tokyo. And
wearing masks.
Yeah, they are. They're stealing.
They're up to something.
Got baby eels, and we have a guy stealing a school bus. All coming up.
And I've got Simply Safe for you, the do-it-yourself home security system that I was installing 5-6 years ago. I love it. It's still protecting my compound. And when you go on vacation here in a couple of weeks, give or take, are you going to lay on the beach and enjoy your vacation, or worry if your house is locked up, your garage door's up, or your windows are still open? You can check with Simply Safe and the Simply Safe Smart app. Variety of indoor and outdoor high-definition cameras watch over your property day and night. Sensors detect break-ins, fires, floods, and so much more. Simply Safe named Best Home Security System of 2024 by U.S. News and World Report. And Simply Safe is backed by 24/7 professional monitoring for less than $1 a day, and there's always... It's never been a contract. It comes with a 60-day money-back guarantee. Simply Safe has given me and many Bob and Tom Show listeners real peace of mind, and I want you to have it too. And a great deal. Get 20% off any new Simply Safe system when you sign up for Fast Protect monitoring. Just visit simplysafetom.com. That's simplysafetom.com. Remember, there's no safe like Simply Safe.
Well, thank you very much, Chick McGee. And once again, our guest, Drew Storen, has his new batch of Field of Dreams Bourbon, and they're doing that, I guess you want to call it like an e-commerce release at 3 o'clock Eastern time. Is that right?
Yep, 3 p.m. Eastern.
Okay, it's drinkfieldofdreams.com. Makes a great gift, and you guarantee it'll be there by Father's Day.
Yep.
That's kind of cool. And no one's going to tell me how they're wrapping it because you guys are all smarter than me. Bubble pack, huh?
Yeah, that's a pretty amazing.
I would have gone with sawdust. A little more old-fashioned. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Add to or continue the conversation. Check out the...
It's a tradition. I mean, this will be the 107th running. It's the biggest race in the world. It's the largest one-day sporting event in the world. With the largest crowd. I mean, they don't release figures, but it's over 300, probably closer to 350. Probably at one point it was over 400,000 when they let a lot more people in the infield. But nevertheless, it's easily over 300,000 people one day. It's just an event. It happens on Memorial Day. It's to help celebrate our veterans and our freedom and to commemorate that. The listening to it, you can listen to it on the radio, which is fabulous. You can watch it on television, which really does. Television really doesn't do any event, especially Indianapolis Motor Speedway and the Indy 500, 2.5 miles. It can't do it justice. It does the best it can, but being there for those pre-race ceremonies, you just can't describe it. I know I've so many people that have gone for the first time, and it's like, wow. I watched it on the radio. I've watched it for years. I've listened to it on the radio for years. But being here with all these people and all this energy and all this going on, and just how fast they are. Television cannot capture how fast these cars are. I mean, running, there's no fenders. Rubbing ain't racing in IndyCar. Rubbing is you go over a tire and you go flipping through the air. So I think what makes it as important is tradition and how long it's just been around, and that it is a piece of Americana that is unique to Indianapolis, and I think unique in the matter of all the different people and the time of day, the time of year, and the people that it celebrates.
Hey guys, Santino Ferrucci here, driving at the number 14 AJ Foyt Racing Homes for Troops Chevrolet. We're here at the Indianapolis 500. We just want to give a shout out to Homes for Troops. They build custom housing for veterans that have fought, that have disabilities, and they pay for the whole house. They pay for all the monthly expenses. They really take care of our troops when they come back from fighting overseas. So it is a fantastic organization, one of the best you can donate to.
I'm in Bob and Tom's studios. April Macy was on Bob and Tom today, and I probably know more about what turns her on than anybody I know of. She's trying to play hard to... Oh, Eureka's! I swear to God she is fire-ass hot. Hi. Remember me?
I do, unfortunately.
Yeah, don't worry about that restraining order because that's expired now. But you're famous. You've been on TV before, and I'm sure you're used to the porkerazzi coming in taking pictures. I swear to God you are.
Oh, please don't say porkerazzi.
Porkerazzi. You don't carry pepper spray anymore, do you? Because
It's so uncomfortable. It's very uncomfortable, your porkerazzi.
Well, the last stuff you carried stung a little bit, but you are from head to toe. You want my pager number, maybe? Is that something you might
perhaps
be interested in?
Pretty lonely.
Okay. I tried to hit you up on Christian Mingle, but your profile picture didn't really reply to what I had, so...
Yeah, you can go on J-Date if you'd like to see me.
Go on J-Date? Okay, I swear to God I will. I know what the J stands for. I had tennis elbow doing that all through high school. I'll see you, April.
Bye.
Sexy thing. Oh, my God.
Weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
The tradition continues.
It's Indy in the month of May.
Don't miss the Bob and Tom Show Race Day broadcast live this Sunday on Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Do you remember the dramatic rescue of baby Jessica when she fell down the well? Remember she was 18 months old?
Yeah.
Believe it or not, baby Jessica is a baby no longer. She was married over the weekend.
No kidding.
She is now 19 years old, and she apparently tied the knot Saturday at a rural church outside Midland, Texas. She's 19. Her husband, 32-year-old Daniel Morales.
I bet they're on City Walk.
Chick, I forgive you for everything you've ever done. Bravo, Chick McGee.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, only another 12 years. Till the next one. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Baby Jessica.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
There's a trend that I've been noticing in watching the news that who are these people that protest death row inmates when the prisoner wants to die? The word nosy comes to mind. It's inhumane. It's inhumane. Oh, yeah, because he was real human. A lot of humans keep a freezer full of heads. They're so self-righteous out there on the picket line. Stop the killing. Stop the killing. No, I think you're missing the point here. He wants to die. State wants him dead. Families want him dead. Oh, but you want him to live. Fine. He can live with you. And when he's done drinking soup out of your skull, dabbing his mouth with your peace pamphlet, we'll come by, put a bullet in his head, and the world will have 2 less psychos to worry about.
Joining us in the studio, comedian Larry Reeb. Now, Larry, you are from
Chicago.
You just got a great Chicago accent.
Well, originally I'm from a little town, Dwight, Illinois. It's a farm town. There's a mental institution and a women's prison there.
Really?
And my parents met. Here I am. But yeah, I live in Chicago.
Are you married?
I've been married 10 years.
Oh, how's it going?
Good. I think us guys need good women, don't you? Women keep us in line.
Sure. Oh, yeah.
That's why most axe murderers are single. They were married, their wife wouldn't put up with that. Put that axe down. You're not chopping anybody. You have to take the garbage out. Take the ski mask off. It's summer, you idiot.
Spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of
curvy cleavage on display.
The thrill of victory and the agony of defeat.
Don't touch those.
Sorry. The human drama of
curvy cleavage on display.
This is
The Bob and Tom Show. No shoes, no shirt.
Well, that didn't go as planned. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello, Tom.
Hi, how are you? We have a guest in the studio. He's the bourbon guy. Former Major League Baseball pitcher Drew Storen has joined us. And we talked to him last year when he released the Field of Dreams Bourbon. Batch number 2 is out today and will be emerging at 3 o'clock this afternoon, and you can get it in time for Father's Day. We're posting the details on the various social media platforms. I can tell you just go to drinkfieldofdreams.com today. What is it, 3 o'clock?
Yep, 3 p.m. Eastern.
All right. This is so cool. And each bottle is numbered in honor of a Major League Baseball player. But now, Drew, I know that you're a man with a sense of humor. And you're going to require that because we're going to show you a little something about how comedy works with our own Ace Cosby. And this is a little something we call the Ace Cosby joke of the day.
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
No, Drew, I have an apple tree at my house.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You know what's worse than biting into an apple and finding a worm?
No, what's worse?
Biting into an apple and finding half a worm.
That was Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
Okay, that one bordered on embarrassing. That was.
I get it because that
you
means
get it.
you have
Because you
eaten.
heard it in third grade.
Oh, yeah, that's a classic.
It's that good.
Yeah.
It's a classic we're passing on to generations.
yeah.
Thank you very much, Ace. And, of course, the Ace Cosby joke of the day is brought to you by Omaha Steaks. That's right. It's the steak season. We've been talking about barbecuing a lot and about eating some juicy steaks. We'll have some more words about steaks coming up right now. The lady over there is Christy Lee, and she has more news.
Yeah, researchers from the University of Colorado School of Medicine say that organ transplant recipients may also inherit part of their donor's personality.
Really? I'm skeptical.
I knew you would be. An online survey among 23 heart recipients and 24 other organ recipients found nearly 90% experienced personality changes after transplant surgery.
Well, maybe that's because they're close to death, and I'm just saying.
Most study participants said they experienced 4 or more personality changes, reporting changes in temperament, emotions, food preferences, identity, religious or spiritual beliefs, or memories even.
Memories?
Yes.
Memories. Oh, sorry.
Scientists say the findings suggest cellular memory, possibly systemic memory, is a possible explanation for the phenomenon.
It's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
You believe that?
You think that sounds like they did their research.
So if you donate a kidney, you think someone's going to...
Well, yeah, but this is the backbone of many rom-coms, right? He got the boyfriend's heart or something.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So you get a kidney for a guy all of a sudden you want to listen to music by Motorhead.
Wouldn't that be interesting?
It would be.
And by the way,
an odd scenario. Yeah, I don't think
you don't want a kidney from the average Motorhead fan.
Yeah, the odds of them being able to donate are probably pretty slim.
Maybe that was a bad choice.
Well, you have jaundice.
Yeah.
I don't know. Come on, really?
Well, I mean, cellular memory.
I don't believe it for a second.
I know you
if it was a brain transplant, maybe, but
Boy,
I think
can't do that. That's not a thing
yet. You said the same thing about hearts.
I just think maybe it's because you've experienced a really serious operation, and it's hard to come through it. And
I know you're going to make fun of me, but I know someone who's had a heart transplant in February.
You're talking to someone. I've got a pig, whatever it is, valve in my chest.
So I will ask him if he's had any changes. If there's
leave that man alone.
He can play.
I
play
the violin now.
He can play the violin. There you go.
I don't have a pig. I have the other one. I have a valve made of cow tissue in my chest.
Well, so
and I haven't have any.
No, there's no issues. Yeah, no.
I haven't had any. Josh grabbed my teats.
Thank goodness he's remained unaffected.
Whoa.
No, I'm just very skeptical of this. Come on.
Fair
Cellular memory, really?
Oh, that's a thing. Cellular, yeah. Whether or not,
but is it going to remember?
Oh, I love Motorhead, but if somebody said, "Hey, your kidney donor was a Motorhead fan," I'd go, "No,
or liver."
yeah. Even more so, liver. Yes.
Now,
you only have to donate a piece of liver and it'll regenerate.
Isn't that fascinating?
It's amazing. It's like a lizard's leg. That's what happens. Yeah.
I want to ask Drew something. Music. You're a music fan, but when you were playing, do they? In some cases, when you go up to bat, they play various
the walk-up music.
Yeah.
You mean what was Drew's walk-up music? Is that your question?
By memory, I'm trying to. Speaking of cellular memory, you only batted a handful of times, right?
Yep, 3 times. So yeah, but we would have it for warming up, going into pitch.
Oh yeah.
But depending on the team, they didn't always play it, so you had to kind of be the closer, throw in the 9th, and you got guaranteed to have the kind of the full wrestling intro type thing. So I bounced around, but my favorite was the Bad Company remake by Five Finger Death Punch.
That is a good one.
And so I started it. I had it timed so that I would get out of the bullpen. By the time I hit the mound, it would really hit.
Awesome.
Yeah. So I overthought that quite a bit. But
is this Five Finger Death Punch?
Do you remember the pitcher Michael Myers?
Yeah.
They would play the Halloween theme when he would be warming up.
Oh, that's great.
Is it?
Oh yes, that's great too.
Yeah, so there was a little change.
So now, how did that work?
choice.
Did you personally go up to some guy and go, "Hey, look, can you do this?" Or do they?
The team asks you, and then hitters change theirs all the time. Pitchers, we tend to stay with it, but yeah, hitters would change it mid-game if they didn't like the way they were hitting.
Oh,
That's funny.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Now, Pat Godwin is the best intro story of all time.
I was working on the ships, and it was a rough week. We had guys from Serbia doing our sound and lights, and it was wrong every night. I wanted a certain song. And then finally, the guy in charge, Dragnar.
Dragma?
Dragnar. On Saturday, he's finally going to work, and he introduces himself. I hear you've been having problems all week with the intro and the lights. Tonight will be perfect. What do you want? I said, well, Peter Gabriel's Sledgehammer, but after the intro part, right when drums kick in. I got it. Get your lights perfect. Okay, they introduce you. Everything's going to be great. They introduced me, and he plays If I Had a Hammer by Trini Lopez.
If I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning.
I don't even know how that could be a mistake be made.
He just heard hammer, and he went, I'm going for it. And Pat looked over at him, and he was giving him a thumbs up. Like, yes, this is what you want. Perfect.
Rock them, Daddy.
We're hanging out, having a great time. Not drinking the bourbon, but talking about Field of Dreams Whiskey Company and their bourbon whiskey. And the new batch comes out today at 3 o'clock. We've got it all posted on our social media if you want to get a batch. In time for Father's Day. Cool idea, Drew. We're coming right back. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're not too much to look at, you can also watch the show on our YouTube channel. Race fans, it's May, and you're out at the track. You're hot and thirsty. If you don't get some relief quick, just like those Indy cars, your body's gonna overheat. That's why you need the cool, refreshing blast of body fuel. It's like an overhaul for your body in a 12-ounce can. Just one drink, and you'll be refueled and ready for anything your busy lifestyle demands. Excuse me, sir. You look hot and thirsty.
Boy, I sure am. I got my 2 kids with me, and I forgot the cooler in the car. God, it's got to be 100 degrees out here. I could sure go for a cold drink of water.
Water? You don't want water. You want something that'll replenish all the fluids you've lost. You need the overhaul for your body in a 12-ounce can. You need body fuel.
Body fuel? I never heard of it.
That's because it's new. Here, try this with me.
Jesus! This tastes like motor oil.
Well, there is some motor oil in there, and some transmission fluid, gasoline, and even a little engine coolant.
Engine coolant? Hey, I can't see.
Well, of course you can't see. That's the power of body on your system, making it just like brand new. What do you think of body fuel?
Are you trying to kill me? Hey, what's that fizzing noise?
That's a little battery amp. Sure, it'll keep your body running smooth and efficient. How do you like the sporty racing look of the package?
I can't see it. I can't see anything.
Well, it's very sporty. Don't worry, preliminary testing shows that the blindness is only a temporary side effect. Anyway, how about that refreshing, cool, clear taste?
Come here. I'm going to sue you bastards. Come here. Where are you? I can't see anything.
Body fuel. When you're so thirsty you could die, try one of Body Fuel's 3 delicious flavors: original lemon lime, iced tea, or diesel.
I can't feel my tongue. My gums are bleeding. My gums are bleeding.
Body Fuel from the people who brought you Thirspiration Plus. It's the health drink for those on the run. Go out and pick up some Body Fuel today at a supermarket or auto parts store near you.
Come here, you son of a bitch.
I mean,
do you want to sample?
Where no one knows
You want
you.
a different mic so you can stand
Yeah, I
up?
want to stand because I mean this is a real.
Well, you can turn that up into a standing mic if you,
You can take that out
so
of the
desire.
socket there. It'll.
Oh, if I can hold it.
Oh, look out.
Wait a minute. Just take the whole thing out of the stand.
Yeah, you can take it out if you.
There we go.
Going tonight.
I'm feeling good.
Hey, Chickster, how's it going over there?
We have a 30-second snippet of the music. Does this music start? Are you aware of where this starts? Do you have enough intro and?
You know, me and old Dino practiced it once or twice, so we might be able to figure it out.
All right, well,
we'll see.
I'm going to have to ride the volume here, make sure I get it right. Ready?
Yeah, I think so.
Here we go.
Boy.
No one can hold you down if you really want it. Just steal your destiny right from the hands of fate. Reach for the cup of life because your name is on it. Do you really want it? Do you really want it? 2-E-O.
Vida Loca.
Go!
Living La Vida Loca.
Idiots! It's a lay.
Oh, it sounds just like Living La Vida Loca.
It sounds just like Living La Vida Loca.
Perhaps our arguments with Ricky Martin, not even with you. I think maybe.
Okay.
I've never been more disappointed.
So what are we're supposed to go? Ole.
Yes, guys, come on. This is a give and take song.
Let's try it again.
Just steal your destiny right from the hands of fate. Reach for the cup of life because your name is on it. Do you really want it? Do you really want it?
Ole.
2-E-O.
Ole.
No.
Ole.
Tonight's the night. We're gonna celebrate the cup of life.
Ole. Now,
Now, wait a minute. In our defense, it's Living La Vida Loca, only redone.
Yeah, it is for the most part.
That is very judgmental of you.
Well, I'm sorry.
Well, it does sound very similar.
Sounds very similar.
I do love the song "Living La Vida Loca." I will say that.
Do you do that one?
I will. It's a great song.
I don't do that one because it's not as much fun with the audience.
Yeah, it's Tom from the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks for watching this morning's show. To listen, just go to bobandtom.com. Check out the list for a station near you, or stream the online radio station on our website and the Bob and Tom app. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand. Hey, everybody, this is Tom from the Bob and Tom Show to tell you about a great cause to help support our veterans.
The number 14 ABC Supply Team Chevy will be repping homes for our troops in the Indianapolis 500.
During the month of May, ABC Supply will match donations made to homes for our troops up to $1 million to build more specially adapted custom homes nationwide for severely injured post 9/11 veterans.
To learn more and donate, visit bobandtom.com/HFOT by clicking the link below.
I'm not her father. By the way, the first school I ever, I guess, cut from was D.D. Johnson Elementary School.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I had my first kiss there.
Did you really?
Yeah, great.
Was it a little?
I had my first kiss there
Was it
also.
a little incredibly hairy boy?
Smoked cigarettes at a young age.
Smoked cigarettes, wore a Dodger hat all the time. Hey, come here, baby. Let me give you a smoke. Come here, Tiff. Let me give you a kiss.
Yes, indeed.
Come on over here, baby.
Our guest is Tiffany.
Did you go to Corvallis Junior High?
No, my mother did. That's so funny. We're having this conversation.
Oh, my God.
There you go.
Oh, my God.
I told you. Oh. Here we go.
Oh, my.
Daddy.
Wow.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
No matter how hard I try, can't keep my hands off my face.
Bob and Tom Radio.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac News Desk. There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
Josh Arnold is here. There's Ace Cosby. I'm Chick McGee. Here's Tom with our special guest.
We have a couple guests here, and in the studio, it's the bourbon guy. He is former Major League Baseball pitcher Drew Storen, friend of the show, and they're releasing the latest batch of a beverage that you used to be able to enjoy. Reno Collier joining us on the big screen up there. Hey, Reno.
Good morning, guys. What's going on?
Hey.
You a bourbon fan, Reno?
I sure used to be.
You had your share, did you?
I sure did, my friend. And it was so warm and delicious. And now, now it's sitting in a meeting with 18 people telling stories.
And Reno, we were talking to Drew about his intro music, if you will, when he was heading to the mound, and a great choice. Just
Normal people would say walk-up music, but go ahead.
I'm putting it in terms that Reno will understand. Remember what we're dealing with.
Is there no one you can't talk down to?
So far, so good. But then of course, Pat told his story. I don't know if you've heard where the guy Pat had asked to hear a sledgehammer as he walked onto the stage.
On the ships.
And the guy ended up, if I'm not mistaken, he ended up playing this one. Trini Lopez, If I Had a Hammer.
Got the hammer part right. That's something.
Kind of a long intro. But you get the idea.
Yeah.
So my question is, in your case, as a stand-up comedian, did you ask for specific walk-up music, if you will?
ZZ Top Tush.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Do you still do that?
I do. The problem is I love the song, but now it's my ringtone too. So it's starting to get on my nerves. And when I hear it on the regular radio, I think my phone's going on. I don't know. But I still, ZZ Top, anything ZZ Top.
Yeah.
Or Stevie Ray Vaughan too, anything.
Yeah. What does Cable Guy get up? Does he have music when he walks up?
Eastbound and Down.
Oh, all right.
Okay. From,
Smokey and the Bandit? Is that what it's called?
Yeah. It plays every time he goes on and every time he comes off. And, after 12 years of hearing that every night, kind of,
I see. See. Well, Drew's here. He's got his new batch of bourbon out there. And it will be out there beginning at 3 o'clock this afternoon, actually, at drinkfieldofdreams.com. Great Father's Day gift. And once again, this
I drank some of it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I drank a full bottle of it, and I woke up in the next morning, and I had Kevin Costner posters all over my room.
If you drink it.
Yeah. You drink too much of it, you won't come.
There you go.
I heard that.
Old whiskey D.
Yeah, I heard that from Dick Whiskey, Frontier Doctor. So, Reno, we have a limited amount of time here, apparently, so I've been getting the flag here. Have you prepared anything for us today?
I have, yes, sir. So it seems like nowadays we all want to be famous. Social media posts, selfies, likes, follows. We all want people to know who we are. Hell, I've spent most of my life doing it. In other ways, but it's the same idea. The need for people to tell me how funny I am and love what I do. I remember as a bartender at the Punchline in Atlanta watching comedians dreaming of one day being famous like them. The problem was I didn't know that a lot of them made up the credits in their intros. I was in awe. You know what I mean? I'd stand in the back and you'd hear, "You've seen him on The Tonight Show, David Letterman, and can be seen this fall on ABC in his new sitcom. He's a shop teacher by day and a porn star by night. Either way, he brings his own hammer. It's Gallagher. 4. 4. I couldn't say 2. He'll sue you. I never connected the fact that these guys came in on a Greyhound bus and were bitching that they had to pay half price for chicken wings. I just dreamt of getting those credits. I lived in my car for 4 years and worked my ass off, all while thinking if I could get them, I could fill the void I was feeling and bliss would follow. Well, I never got super famous, but I got those credits. Hosting shows on NBC, History Channel, comedy specials, movies, roasts, and of course, The Bob and Tom Show. Well, I can't speak for others, but the closer I got to fame, the more empty I felt. It really did make me feel like I was special because you were literally told that. But it's fake. You come home and hear, "Pick up the dog poop before you cut the grass." And it's like, hold on 1 second. Apparently someone in this house doesn't watch TV. You know, lady, I pay for all this, so here's some plastic bags, and don't get it on your fingers. I'm going to want a sandwich after my nap. Now, I can tell you that attitude gets extremely expensive in divorce court. And fame looks really cool from the outside. I remember going to a football game with Will Ferrell. We got out of the car and we're about 100 yards from the door to get to our box. There was a sea of people between us and the door. The second he got out of the car, people went berserk. And I remember thinking, this is an absolute disaster in the making. But before I knew it, Will pulled my sweatshirt hood up over my head and was pushing me through the crowd yelling, "Get out of this guy's way. He's on Comedy Central or something. I don't know, but he's very important. And you shouldn't look in his eyes. For God's sakes, he's on Animal Planet." It was brilliant. We made it to the door in minutes, and the people were dying laughing. By the way, he is the nicest dude ever. Anyway, but to constantly have to hide, dodge, have people trying to catch you screwing up, taking everything you say out of context and blistering you for it, it's got to be exhausting. At the time, I wanted to be like that. And I know money and fame are awesome, and I'm sure it is, but I don't think they're any happier than I am now. When that isn't the most important thing, I found myself being more content. A lot of famous people do stay true to themselves. I remember after being on a bender out on the road with Blue Collar, I didn't know the people I was getting hammered with in every different city. And in one of the many interventions I got from Cable Guy, he told me that I was killing myself for people I don't know. And when I'm dying on my deathbed, none of them would show up. It would be him and the people that loved me that would be left to deal with me. And that planted a seed that grew over the years. I started to realize I was getting chewed up by my chase for fame, and I was lost. I was trying to just feed my ego and not my soul. Now, it would seem silly after all this to tell you that you can see me this Thursday in Nashville at the Redneck Riviera and June 15th in Middlesburg, Kentucky at Crater City. So I guess my point is I still have to make a living, but it's not the most important thing to me anymore. If they don't sell like I'd like, it's not the end of the world to me anymore. And it used to feel like that. I've got family members that love me, a killer wife, and kids that need me, and the best friends I could have dreamt of. I think for once in my life, I am truly happy and not famous. I think after all this, I've gotten older, and I've learned that it's more important to mean a whole lot to a few people than it is to mean a little to a whole lot of people. I'm Reno Collier, and that's my country fried
Very
chicken.
nice, Reno.
Oh.
Reno Collier, everybody! Reno Collier!
And you can be one of a handful of those people at the Redneck Riviera, Nashville, Tennessee, coming up this Thursday night. And when he gets on stage, yeah, babies. What are you going to open with, Reno? What's your first line?
How's everybody doing?
Reno Collier, everybody! Reno Collier!
That was tush.
Anybody here from out of town? Who wants half-price chicken wings?
Yeah. Hey, man, if I knew you guys were pushing bourbon, I wouldn't have done all that.
No. It's, hey, listen, whatever. That's a very heartfelt thing, and that's a great Will Ferrell story also.
Dude, he was the nicest freaking guy. And what was funny was I was on the phone with my ex-wife now, and I was out in front of the box on the phone with her, and he comes by and he goes, "Who are you talking to?" I go, "It's my wife." And he goes, "Can I talk to her?" And I go, "Yeah." And I give her the phone, and he goes, "Hey, how's it going?" And she's like, "Who's this?" And he goes, "Will Ferrell." And she goes, "Shut up, jackass. Put Reno back on the phone." And he hands me the phone. He goes, "She's a peach." And I get the phone back, and I'm like, "What's wrong with you?" And she's like, who was that cable guy? I go, "No, it was Will Ferrell." She's like, "The real one?" I go, "Yeah." She goes, "Let me talk to him." I'm like, "No, he doesn't like you. He thinks you're a peach."
Oh, God, that's great. Okay, thank you, Reno.
Reno Collier, everyone! Reno Collier!
Good night.
All right.
Yeah!
Drew, when we come back, we'll ask you that question. Who's the nicest guy of all your the baseball contacts you met? Give it some thought.
All right.
But right now,
I'm going to tell you about Raycon and the everyday earbuds and their upgraded model of the best-selling everyday earbuds. Raycons now, you also get active noise cancellation, ergonomic design to fit the widest range of ears, and multi-point connectivity that lets you pair with 2 devices at once. And the greatest sound you've ever heard. And half the price of the big guys sound pretty good. Well, that's Raycon's everyday earbuds. And now available in a variety of vibrant new colors like blush violet, forest green, and royal blue. And Raycon offers a 30-day happiness guarantee. So what indeed are you waiting for? Go to buyraycon.com/Tom today to get 20% off your Raycon order. Plus, free shipping. Get 20% off and free shipping at buyraycon.com/Tom. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Thank you very much. Coming up, we're going to talk some more bourbon and some more about Drew Storen in the world of professional baseball. And also, we have an interesting honorary degree given out. And is your mail truck going by at 100 miles an hour? We'll find out. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Hey, did you enjoy those videos played in that break? Check out the Bob and Tom YouTube playlist for more great stuff.
Hey guys, Santino Ferrucci here, driving at the number 14 AJ Foyt Racing Homes for Troops Chevrolet. We're here at the Indianapolis 500. We just want to give a shout out to Homes for Troops. They build custom housing for veterans that have fought, that have disabilities, and they pay for the whole house. They pay for all the monthly expenses. They really take care of our troops when they come back from fighting overseas. So it is a fantastic organization, one of the best you can donate to.
My favorite news story of the year today.
Yogi in disguise.
Christy, can I just read you the headline? Because this really is mostly about you.
I know exactly where you're going with this. I know exactly what story. It involves bass players. That's all he's going to have to say.
Yes, it involves a scientific study of bass players.
Yes.
And this is the greatest story.
The over-under on musicians Christy's dated, I'm going to go 12. Dated.
Oh, by dated, he's vague. You know, it's kind of a vague.
No. One date, not necessarily.
Ace is back there giggling. Over under 12.
Over under 12. Ooh. Should I take the over?
No, now I have to
Just
think
first
about
date.
it.
Yeah, think about it. Put pen to paper.
But bass players in the news in a very positive way.
What do you define as dating?
Watch my. Oh, you see this finger?
Don't do that. No, that's not a date.
That's not a date.
Wait, so we're not talking bedded?
That's not a date.
Thank you, Josh. No, we're not talking bedded.
I'll say so. An intimate encounter in the back of a car is not a date.
I'm going to say no.
And
I'm
I've
going to
never
say
had that, to be honest with you.
You rode somewhere.
Hang on a second.
In the car with him, and he was driving.
Okay.
That's a date.
You have never had any kind of an intimate encounter in an automobile or a truck?
Not in the back seat.
Your Honor, I rest my case.
And under the categories are
defense,
potpourri.
The defense rests.
Potpourri.
I'd like to call Mrs. Christie Roadhead Lee to the stand, please.
No.
You can be more in the front seat than that.
Potables, famous American.
Once again,
truck bed sex.
I rest my case.
Well, Dan Weldon was the
Lionheart was a 2005 and 2011 Indy 500 winner. And he was just such a personable person. And one of my favorite moments was after the 2005 500. In 2006, we come back. And I remember interviewing him and him talking about the effect of going back to his hometown in Emberton, England, and the reaction that he got being the Indy 500 champion, and how much that meant to him. I could tell when Juan Pablo Montoya, I don't mean to any disrespect, but when he won the race in 2000, I don't think he realized what he had done. It didn't mean that big a deal to him. And when he won in 15, I think it did. But in 2000, I don't think it meant that much to him. But to see Weldon's passion and to see him with his kids when they were very, very little in the garage area, and just his confidence in August, after he won the race in May of 11, and then in August, they had announced that big race that they were going to do in Vegas in October. And this was August, and he was back doing PR for that event during the Brickyard. And I saw him in the media center. I did a last interview with him, about does it ever get old? Oh, no, it doesn't get old winning the Indy 500 and how important it was to him. But just his passion, how deep he felt about that. Mark Dismore, who was an IndyCar driver, owns a Newcastle Motorsports Park out in Newcastle, Indiana. It's an outdoor, it's like a European karting track and facility. And Weldon had a kart out there and was out there all the time running. And just, here's a two-time Indy winner just hanging out, running his go-kart, his shifter kart, but he just loved it. And he just loved being a part of it. And when you see this stuff of him pouring the milk on himself and laying on the bricks, and his passion just shone through, and his love and his realization of what that place meant, and just carrying that mantle as an Indy 500 champion everywhere he went.
Our sin's what we're all trying to slim down. We want to look good in the painting. And Jesus said, take this bread and eat it. It is my body. And the disciples said, Jesus, we're all on low-carb diet. We appreciate you dying for our sins, but we're all trying to slim down. We want to look good in the painting.
Hello. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. This has been Chick McGee speaking. Anything to miss it. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello, Tom.
We were just talking to a Reno Collier comedian. By the way, Redneck Riviera, Nashville, Tennessee, this Thursday night. Go see Reno live and in person. Mm-hmm. He mentioned that Will Ferrell was one of the nicest guys. I've always heard that. We've talked with Will. Seemed like a great
Seems
guy.
like an affable chap, doesn't he?
Yeah,
he does. He's been in a couple of great movies, of course.
Oh, yeah.
We're talking with Drew Storen, former professional baseball player, Major League Baseball player. And Drew is now the, are we going with proprietor?
You don't have to. You certainly don't have to.
He's one of the...
Founder, that's nice.
Founder.
Yeah, that's even
good.
Yeah.
Our founder.
Yes.
Yeah, founder sounds lofty.
Visionary founder.
Yes, yes.
I like that.
Yeah, that sounds like a press release. He's wrangling bottles of bourbon.
What about booze monger? You like that?
No.
Why not?
How about hooch peddler?
Yeah, yeah.
What about moonshiner?
Moonshiner. I like that.
How about rot gut pitchman?
None of this is helping.
No, we're selling bourbon.
This is a class act, Josh.
No, it doesn't make you sick, but it is called rot gut.
It's the Field of Dreams Bourbon Whiskey, and the big release party is online today at 3 o'clock at drinkfieldofdreams.com.
Why don't you own it? Field of Dreams Rot Gut.
Yes. Might as well. Just full transparency.
He came in here to have some fun.
He is having fun.
Yeah.
I'm sure this part's great. So we were talking.
Christy's nice.
There we go. See what happens?
She is nice. Yeah.
Thank you.
What do they call the head guy at a distillery?
Master distiller.
The master distiller. Okay, very good.
For now.
Josh used to work at a bait shop. He was the master baiter.
Primary baiter, please.
That's a real estate
Primary
joke.
distiller.
Thank you. So who are the nicest guys that you of the super famous ball players that you associated with? Who were the really nice guys?
I didn't spend much time around him, but when I got to meet Derek Jeter, it was pretty incredible. I was going into my first spring training, was training at this facility outside Tampa, and so I came in and I walk in the room and there's Derek Jeter, and comes up and he's like, "Hi, I'm Derek." I'm like, "Well, I'm Drew." But from that day on, he said, "Hi, Drew." Completely remembered my name. Far better than me if I was in that position, because so really impressive guy, and one of those guys too that you never hear a bad word said about him. The guys that played with him of like, no, it's not an act, because you got some guys that try to play into it, but yeah, he's probably the guy that really lives up to it.
He's the ball player I never got to meet. I worked for Rolling Sporting Goods to meet all these guys, and he was one that I always wanted to meet and never got to.
Really?
Yeah. Please introduce me to him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's been calling me all morning. You didn't get to meet him?
I never did.
Was it just a you policy thing, or was that?
I think it was keep that guy away from me. But his glove, Rawlings made his glove, and it's my all-time favorite glove. It's just that classic basket web.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think that was my first glove.
No kidding.
Yeah.
The DJ2?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that style. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
This got really inside, didn't it?
Well, he was famous for turning 2, wasn't he? This old shortstop.
The Derek Jeter 2.
The DJ2.
Turn 2.
Wow. Did you have a shoe deal when you were playing?
I did. I wore Mizuno. So I was a college, sponsored us in college and stuck with them. So they make a great product, and they thought I was important. So I'm all about that.
Yeah.
Do you wear them now?
I do. Yeah, I mean, I'm still wearing the free shoes they gave me for when I coach.
He's his father's son.
I hesitated to say
right. Okay. I was soft tossing everybody here for fun. Right?
You were.
Yeah, we keep threatening to do a thing where we have Drew come in and pitch.
We should do that.
Let's do it.
How are you with a wiffle ball?
Oh, yeah.
I bet he can make a wiffle ball curl.
Yeah. Circle our heads and go back to them.
Right, yeah. Absolutely.
Josh, that's what I want to do. I want to face you. But I'm going to replace the ball with like an Incredible or a wiffle ball, and then just throw it at you and just see how much you freak out.
That would hurt. I'm all for it.
Well, a wiffle ball would still hurt it.
I can.
At speed, if you will.
It'll sting a little bit.
But didn't you say your elbow hurts when you throw?
Every once in a while, it's fine.
Okay.
That's part of the fun.
Pain don't hurt.
Yeah, that's the therapy in throwing.
Pain
When was the last time you hit a baseball?
I hit a baseball?
Have you ever hit a baseball?
I have, believe it or not.
I believe you have.
I don't think it was going faster than like 50. It was like the pitching machine was set at pretty low.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. But we had a jugs machine that we would travel with sometimes, and
there you go.
So yeah, it was fun. Into nets.
Oh, yeah.
Because we were always
been a while.
trying out new bats. Yeah, it's been 10 years. I'm going to say.
Wasn't there a porno movie you watched called Jugs Machine?
Yes, yeah.
Some robots.
What they called her.
Different kind of thing. They push themselves together and then.
All you had to do was ask. She'd serve them up.
I see. Christy Lee is at the SILAC news desk. What's happening over there?
Authorities in Florida arrested a man for stealing a school bus and taking it on an illegal field trip to Miami. The Florida Highway Patrol said 32-year-old Land O'Lakes man, Mr. Daniel Saez, stole the bus from Hillsborough County School District. According to WFLA, that's pretty easy.
We have to be in Florida.
Yeah.
Where else are we going to go?
Right. Troopers caught the suspect while he was making his trip back to Tampa. Officials said the man told troopers he was high and drunk when he stole the bus.
Officers, I'm sorry. I'm so high and drunk.
Exactly what he said.
This one's on me.
He said he was driving back to return it. He now faces a charge of grand theft.
So he was borrowing it.
Yeah.
He didn't steal it.
Mm-hmm.
I heard he stopped at every railroad crossing.
Oh, that's a smart thing to do.
That's kind of sweet, really, that he brought it back.
Well, it's nice that he brought it back.
And he's sober enough to say, hey, look, sorry, I was high and drunk.
Can you imagine how hard he was laughing and how much fun he was having when he was like 2 miles in? He successfully took it. He was so high and drunk.
I've never driven it. Have you?
It must have been so fun.
I've never driven a bus. Have you ever driven a bus?
No, that's why I think this must have been just wonderful.
Until he sobered up.
It went on.
Are they automatics? Are buses automatics now?
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
They are now?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh, they are. They used to have those big.
The huge stick shift way out there.
That It's so fun.
You accidentally open the door instead of shifting gears. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they got rid of the stick shift. It's much too hard to text. These kids driving me crazy.
Josh, what would you do if you were in that situation? You realize, oh no, I'm in trouble. What are you doing with the bus? Driving off a cliff?
I think I am driving. No, I'm not going to drive it over a cliff. I think I am taking it back.
You are?
Yes, yeah. I've always been the kind where when I've messed up, I just face the music. I was like, all right, look, I really screwed up here.
I expected much worse out of you. So
yeah, I know.
That's kind of what he did.
Off the air, I'm a better person.
There's a lot of room for kidnap victims on a bus.
Yeah,
line them up.
Says here you kidnapped 40 children.
I wouldn't have gone children, but okay.
Well, that's who you the word kid is in the kidnap.
It's not adult nap.
Yeah, it's not grown-up nap.
Well, it should be.
So you're saying that the word I never thought about that.
Yeah,
sure. You napped a kid.
I know, but they're if an adult is taken, you still use the word kidnap.
You still say kidnap.
At what age do you become a hostage?
This is maybe
it's a valid question.
Really,
that is a valid
maybe this is
question.
a particular hair we shouldn't split right now. Right, actually,
Newly released video of a traffic stop along Route 20 west of Fremont, Ohio, shows body cam footage from a Sandusky County deputy. He had just pulled over a United States Postal Service mail van for speeding, going more than 100 miles per hour in a 60-mile-per-hour zone.
you got to get that mail out there in time.
Is there a reason you're going over 100? The video shows the deputy asking the driver, to which the lady driver replies, I didn't realize I was going that fast, officer. According to the traffic report, the van had no plates, and the driver appeared to be racing a Ford Mustang.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go, girl.
Wow.
In the body cam video, the deputy goes on to say, quote, yeah, I mean, that Mustang took off. He caught my attention, and then you blew by him, and I was pacing you at like 105 miles per hour. Wow.
No license plate?
No.
So it wasn't a legit truck then. It wasn't still in service.
I don't know the answer to your question.
It couldn't have been. I mean.
Oh, okay. So this wasn't an actual postal worker.
Maybe it was
on duty.
Maybe it was somebody. Well, they sell one of their trucks. maybe
I see.
Maybe paint over them before you release them.
I wonder if it was still right side drive.
Yeah. Well, the vans. Yeah, I don't know.
Aren't the vans? Some of the vans are,
I think
right?
they are. That's fun.
Huh.
And I'm all for this. Stealing buses, stealing mail trucks.
Is that right?
Have fun out there.
Kidnapping people. No, I'm sorry. Kidnapping children. No, you're all for it.
Just make sure it's government property.
Now, Pat, since we're talking about corn
We
to
were?
a degree. Well, we are because of the Field of Dreams.
Strap in, everybody.
This is going to be a slight stretch.
I'm terrified.
Now, Drew Storen is here with us, and your outfit, if you will, has...
He's not herding cattle. So you're part of that skimmer horn outfit, right?
Your posse. Is that still a thing, posse, or is that
I left the rig out front.
You and your friends have put together this company, and you have a Field of Dreams Bourbon and Whiskey.
Yep.
And the corn is from the famous Field of Dreams, which you guys made arrangements. You leased it, and you have the corn coming in. I was thinking, Pat, I don't know if you remember this. You have a song about corn.
Oh, famous corn, rugged corn, Midwest corn.
Oh, really?
Do you remember the background of this?
Hardy corn.
Was this was the peak of COVID, right?
Right, yeah.
And this small town, they out of nowhere, this corn stalk started growing in the middle of the road.
Right.
And they kind of adopted it, and the mayor made a big deal out of it, and they actually transplanted the corn.
Oh, my God, this is what we're going to do?
Corn from the Field of Dreams. Oh, no, you can't bury me. Yeah, small town corn.
Very nice, Pat.
That was from South Dakota.
Oh, yes.
Pat, do you sigh in your head along with me when I sigh out loud when you have to sing the words, your turds are corn infested?
You know, I see it coming, and I have to figure out an attitude to have and then adopt it.
Now, can I guess who wrote that?
Now, I will send our apologies out to our friend John Mellencamp. This was in Sioux Falls.
Do you remember the real estate guy's name? I do not.
It was
We had him
Mayor.
on the air.
It was Mayor Paul Ten Hacken.
He was a nice guy.
Yeah, but it was dubbed the 57th Street Corn.
I thought that real estate guy came up with it.
He is the mayor.
He is the mayor. And
The realtor was the realtor's Chad Thiessen.
That's it.
I thought they were so we didn't talk to the mayor?
That's it.
Why did I treat that guy so well, even if it wasn't a mayor?
Because he's a real estate agent. He deserves respect.
This is from the Argus, the Argus Leader. Was where this story appeared, and
Argus was the monster with 100 eyes. Did you know that?
What's that now?
Argus was the Greek monster with 100 eyes.
What about any connection to Arliss Howard?
No, but I'm a fan.
He's a big fan.
Yeah.
Boy, this isn't an ADD show. I don't know what is.
Pinball.
Yeah, it is. It's like pinball.
Kind of, but it was a fun story. They rescued the corn dog out of a crack in the street.
You really did champion that story way more than the rest of us. Yeah.
Way more than
we were on
anyone
that.
living.
Yeah.
I think you were really fascinated.
Oh, was at the height
The
of
corn itself emailed and said, please stop talking.
Stop talking about it. I can't go anywhere now.
Well, see, what I've tried to do is tie in the interests of our guest.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm. With, and other than you're talking about the JC3, whatever the hell that was.
Are you interested? JC3.
DJ2 is what he
DJ.
Oh, yeah.
DJ2, yeah.
Derek Sheeter's
He lit up
love.
when I mentioned
Of
that.
course he did.
Because he's the only other guy on earth that knows what it is.
I thought I'd educate you.
Okay, we have some more Tom Speak that has been coming in.
Oh, Christ.
Are you familiar with Tom Speak, Drew Storen?
Probably.
This is words you use when you can't think of the actual word.
Oh, yes.
You know, like when he was trying to think of walk-up music. What did you say? Intro.
Like, so when you rehearse for your games.
Right. Not practice, when you're rehearsing.
Let's see. Here's one. I was driving with my children, writes Kevin.
Hi, Kevin.
We came upon a wastewater treatment plant that was obviously flushing out their system because the odor was very pungent. My daughter said, "What's that smell, Dad?" I couldn't remember wastewater treatment plant, so I said, "It's the poop factory."
The poop factory. I'm sure the daughter, it's great,
Yeah,
Dad.
Perfectly valid.
I got $100 that didn't happen. That was just to get on the air. And if he put poop factory in an email, you'd read it.
It's my least favorite Creedence album.
Poop Factory?
The hell with Cosmo.
Cosmos Factory, great record. Poop Factory, that's when John had left the band. What's the point? Let's see. A long-time listener, first-time emailer. I couldn't remember the phrase nativity scene, so I called it the Jesus scene. Well, that makes sense.
Well, sure.
That's pretty good.
He was there.
Now, this goes back to our story that I was skeptical about.
About cellular biology?
Cellular memory.
Yeah.
The science you choose to believe.
I know. It's amazing, isn't it?
Something.
So the essence of the story was if you get a kidney transplant, if the guy that gave you the kidney loved Motorhead, you're going to start jamming to it,
There's
right?
a chance that could happen.
I'm
Yes.
very skeptical. This is from let's see, Eric from Dansville, New York. He writes, "My mother was a lung recipient. In the following years, she went from soft-spoken to not a filter at all. If anything went through her mind, it came out of her mouth. However, we were told this was a side effect of the anti-rejection medication the transplant patients must take, for which my mom included high doses of prednisone."
Yeah,
Which
that's
is
a steroid.
notorious for mood swings.
Yeah.
He goes, "I was also a transplant chaplain for a while in the early 2000s, and the discussion was always about the impact of the drugs. Needless to say, I'm skeptical of cellular memory."
All right.
Reporting. Well, thanks, Eric.
Interesting.
We certainly appreciate that. Now,
Eric, the kiss ass.
Yeah, well.
what do you mean the kiss ass?
He's agreeing with you.
Well, it's not
I'm
easy.
skeptical as well, genius. My God, you're so smart. Thank you, Tom. Say poop factory for me. Just one time.
Poop factory. Well, I heard about it, Josh. Bad news. Strike at the poop factory.
Oh, no.
No.
Well, you talk about scabs. Yikes. That's what you don't want to hear about. Poopy scabs.
Drew Storen, where are you going?
Yeah, I'd leave too if I were you.
Okay, once again, Father's Day gift.
Weber Grill?
Weber Grill and a bottle of Field of Dreams Bourbon. Are you kidding me?
That's a home run, yes.
That's your home run. Weber Grills, they've got the new ones out. These are so awesome. I've been talking about it ever since last week when they
slates?
brought them here. Yeah, the new Weber Slate rust-resistant griddle. And I'll talk to you, Drew. You ever you want to grill out, you want to make pancakes, maybe do a nice cool steak and eggs breakfast, you want to do some pancakes? You can't because it just falls through the cracks.
Because everybody grills out pancakes.
I was right there.
You want to grill out pancakes?
You know what? It's
my go-to.
The morning you said that Tom is like an alien, but trying to be a human being. No, I am speaking the right English.
Yes.
Like when you get up in the morning and want bacon and eggs on the grill.
Well,
yes.
These clowns aren't going to, but I am. I've already made arrangements to get one of these things. It's the Weber Slate Resistant. Did I say Slate Resistant?
No, you said Weber.
I meant to say the Weber.
They make the baby buggy bumpers.
You mean Weber?
I mean Weber. This is going to be a free one, I got a feeling. The Weber Slate Rust Resistant Griddle, carbon steel cooktop that's safe for metal tools. That's a big plus. As someone who's recently melted a plastic flipper gizmo.
Stop ad-libbing.
Preseason.
Plastic flipper gizmo.
Spatula. That's what it is. It's a preseason, ready to cook on right out of the box. It's the griddle that stays ready, not rusty. And the griddle heats evenly edge to edge. It's from Weber, and it reaches up to 500 degrees. Now that will cook some pancakes. Not to mention burgers, steaks, my favorite, salmon. The Weber Works prep, cook, and store system keeps cooking supplies handy right there, so it's not back and forth into the house. I've made that mistake many times and returned to a flame burger, charred, because I got sidetracked watching something while inside the house.
I can only imagine.
You carry all the food, the condiments, everything's right there. See what I'm talking about. Don't be an idiot. Reber, the Slate, rust-resistant griddle.
He said Weber, Reber, and now try Weber.
And then don't be an idiot, Reber.
W-E-B-E-R.
Are you drunk?
All you
You've had some Field of Dreams Bourbon.
all you fancy boys with your, I went to college, I can speak better than you can. Weber. I got it. There we go. High heat, even heat, fast heat. Weber.com. Do not mention this particular announcement. And you're welcome. History lesson next. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Become a Bob and Tom VIP.
Hey, everybody, this is Tom from the Bob and Tom Show to tell you about a great cause to help support our veterans.
The number 14 ABC Supply Team Chevy will be repping homes for our troops in the Indianapolis 500.
During the month of May, ABC Supply will match donations made to homes for our troops up to $1 million to build more specially adapted custom homes nationwide for severely injured post 9/11 veterans.
To learn more and donate, visit bobandtom.com/HFOT by clicking the link below.
It's Cosby. Here he is with his joke of the day.
What did the judge say when the skunk came into the courtroom?
Oh! What did the judge say when the skunk came into the courtroom?
Odor in the court.
That'll be getting told in courts throughout the country.
Odor in the court.
Oh, man.
Thank you very much. We're going to rejoin our friends from the afterlife. The great band Here Come the Mummies are joining us.
There they are.
By the way, you can watch them on YouTube right now in our studios.
We're here, baby.
Yeah, there we go. That's Mummy Cass is the spokesmummy, along with an aggregation of the dead. And you had one more song for us? I know we got a few more coming, but we can get one in right now if that works for you, Mummy Cass.
Yeah, baby. This song's about credit cards. What's in your wallet? You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Then I get respect when I whip it out. Make a scene, wave it all around. That little magnetic strip gonna make them flip over when I whip it out. Nothing else matters. No, nothing else matters. Nothing else matters when I whip it out. I got 16 digits, making me legit. I'm gonna lay it down. I got all the credits, so you can just forget about putting me out. I got plastic in my pocket and shit in my sock. I got everything going to give it a shot. I got the goods in my hands, cause I know this life won't ever stop. Nothing else matters. No, nothing else matters. No, nothing else matters when I whip it out. Oh, hit me, baby. Oh, the breed is what it's all about. You see the twist the neck, and I get respect when I whip it out. Make a scene, wave it all around. Yeah, the little neck and it's grip, gonna make them flip when I whip it out. Nothing else matters. No, nothing else matters. No, nothing else matters when I whip it out. Hit it, baby. Oh, the green is what it's all about. You see the twist the neck, then I get respect when I whip it out. Make a scene, wear it all around. The little magnetic strip gonna make them tip when I whip it out. Nothing else matters. I know nothing else matters. No, nothing else matters when I whip it out. Nothing else matters. No, nothing else matters. No, nothing else matters when I whip it out. What, baby?
Here come the Mummies.
Yeah.
I'm the product of a biracial marriage. My father was African American and my mother was black.
Wow.
I found out my grandfather was colored. So.
There's been so many different names. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Tim walked in and he said he played golf yesterday at a course near here, and the course is called
Hanging Tree. Played at a course called.
You know, and I don't know. Tim's a large black man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I kept looking for the hanging tree because I wanted to stay as far away from it as I could.
Wow.
Just left me a little uncomfortable.
I went to the course one time. It was closed because they had a blind golfers tournament.
They did?
Yeah, I'm like, can't they play at night?
Sure. Well, what's the difference?
4 a.m.?
I never thought of that.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you are listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Just about ready to wrap it up. We're all tired, but it's a good kind of tired.
Yes, it's been a very fun morning.
Yes.
Maybe you're going to crack open a bottle of
That's right.
Field of Dreams bourbon.
And grill some pancakes.
Have a bracer. Grilling some pancakes. I don't know what's wrong with you
Put
guys.
some pancakes on the rubber grill.
As soon as I get my...
Gonna have a hell of a time.
As soon as I get that grill, I'm going to have a little video made of me making blueberry pancakes.
Oh, boy, can't wait for that.
Yuck.
How can you not like blueberry pancakes?
I find it incredibly easy.
What about a muffin?
No.
Like a blueberry muffin either?
Yeah, that would be, yeah. Why would I like a muffin?
How about blueberry pie?
Well, now, I don't like blueberry pancakes, but if it's made into a muffin, now you got, what's wrong with you?
Am I the only one that giggles when he hears the word in the context of corn, the word shuck? Do you want to go in the backyard and shuck with me? Got to be very careful saying that.
Yeah, I think you are the only one.
Okay, just barely not abused. That's fine. Let's see now. We have Christy Lee at the news desk, but it's time for something else. Oh.
Time now for Today in History. Here's Tom. Tom!
Okay, we'll put our guest on the spot.
Oh, good.
Oh, boy.
They love that.
Okay. Jacob Davis and his partner received the patent for blue jeans on this date in 1873. What was his partner's name?
Levi.
Levi Strauss is correct. Very
Could have been Levi Oshbagosh. You don't know.
Yes. Could have been Levi.
Same as Levi Strauss. We all know that.
Levi
Could have been.
Levi Jordash.
Yes.
It could have been Josh Arnold.
Levi Jordash would be a good porno name.
That isn't a bad porno name, yeah.
Levi Jordash?
Yeah.
Jordash is sticking out. He was a gene, yes. Okay,
That's
Drew Storen, the man behind the Field of Dreams Whiskey Company.
He was
that is
a gene.
doing its release at 3 o'clock today.
I'm going to smack him right in the face and see what happens.
Once again at drinkfieldofdreams.com, 3 o'clock today. This man took off from New York on the first nonstop flight across the Atlantic on this date in 1927. Drew, who was it?
Forrest Gump. Oh. Sorry.
It was Lindbergh. He had it right. It was Charles Lindbergh.
Yeah. Good at flying planes, bad at closing windows.
Wow. Oh, Bruno Hoffman joke. Don't get a lot of those. Let's see now. Where were we? Remember this? Ever see the French people? He lands and they put him on his shoulders or carrying him around, and then they realize that he hadn't had a toilet on the plane. And so unfortunate.
Well, and they realized he was a Nazi.
Okay. 1932.
You guys.
Look it up. Look it up.
1932. She left Newfoundland to become the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic.
Ethel Merman.
Amelia Earhart.
Yes, thank you, Drew. Your voice is higher.
I didn't know you said Drew.
On that famous, that's the famous. She did not disappear in that flight.
You know
Not
who
that
made
one. No.
You know who else was on the plane? Eleanor Roosevelt.
Really?
Right there in the back.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, Yodel.
Yes,
When I fly with my husband, we get boarded first.
By the way, when Amelia got on the plane, some dude mansplained to her.
Yeah. All right, honey.
Hey, Toots. Don't lose your luggage. Okay.
She took off from Purdue Airport quite often.
Yes, she did.
Yes.
1967, the BBC banned what Beatles song Pat Godwin because of drug references?
What year?
67.
Lucy in the Sky?
No, Day in the Life. You were close. Same record. Let's see.
Give him credit for
Here we go. This is for you, Chick McGee.
I'm not speaking to you.
This man in 1979 became the first Western pop star to tour the USSR.
Oh, it's got to be Elton John.
Got to be Elton John is right.
That's why he asked me. But it was after my embargo against Elton John music. 79, I'm way out.
I'm with Chick on this one.
But he was playing. He was still playing.
No. Yellow Brick Road
that.
was 74, 75, 76.
Okay.
This was Caribou and the Bitch's Back.
Yeah.
Leopard.
That great
vest
glasses.
and,
Okay. Ace Cosby, 1980.
Okay.
Who quit what band?
Good Lord.
Who quit?
If you get this right.
What band?
Peter Criss quit Kiss. See, I knew he'd get it.
Well, that was a good one. You know what, honey? Peter, you are the backbone of that band. You know that. You quit them right now.
Happy birthday, Jimmy.
You have the best makeup and everything.
Jimmy Stewart, Josh Arnold. Jimmy Stewart, born in what city?
Oh, I don't know this.
Indiana, Pennsylvania.
Indiana, Pennsylvania.
Indiana, Pennsylvania.
Happy birthday to our friend Tony Stewart. It's
All
his
right.
birthday today.
Tony Stewart, yes. Also,
Yep.
Cher.
Chair? Oh, yeah.
Do you think Tony Stewart will give me that house he's got up for sale? Will he just give it to me?
for like $30 million.
It is awesome.
It is awesome.
Here's the word. Is this the correct word? Mononymous?
Monogamous.
Meaning you have a single syllable name.
Oh.
Is that what? Mononymous?
No, it's not.
Monosyllabic.
Okay.
It's not
All right.
One syllabic.
Tony Stewart, born in this date of 1970. And Busta Rhymes.
Past the Cavassier.
Is he still Busta Ing?
Yeah, he's still busting.
Okay, born in 1972. And thus, we say thank you, Drew. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules. Or just scroll down to the bottom of the page and see contest rules. This is the Bob and Tom Show.